Doink. That's live. Now we're live. You know what that means? It's Friday.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
And I got to do the doink this time, not Stevie.
Ooh, beat you to it.
Dude, that was a long, long time ago.
Right? And I'm never going to let you finish. I'm never going to let you live it down. Whoops. That was me not turning my volume down.
I was excited to be on a great show. Sorry.
Right? No biggie. Oh, wait a minute. My battery's low. That can't be good.
No.
It's one thing about this laptop. The freaking battery don't last worth a shit. You watch 4 videos, boom, you're done.
Yep.
It's modern technology now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that Mountain Dew bottle don't feel good. Damn. Damn. All right. Let me do a, so tonight, so far, I've got, if everybody shows up, it's going to be a full night. It's going to be a full panel. I know Mr. Tolley just texted me. Mr. Tolley, hello. Oh, and Mr. Tolley gives everybody his regards. Says hello to everybody. And can't be, it's working a ton of hours. So hopefully within a couple of weeks, he said hopefully he'll be back. But anywho. And hello, Uncle Kyle, how are you?
Right on.
Hey, on.
All right. So far, we got the usual crowd, and NH Trap is back with us.
Hey,
We caught him on a Friday night that he's actually home.
I'm home every Friday. Well, I'm off work now
Wow.
every Friday night. Whether I'm home or not is another story.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, we're working 4 10-hour days now.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
No?
All right. So we're gonna do a quick rundown, and then we'll get into it. There's actually a couple of things, 2 things I want to bring up, and then we can have that. Anything else that we want. All right. So first thing was Dish Outdoors, and then we had Michelle just playing. Is the party over here tonight? Yeah, but I can only party the Mountain Dew. I still party though. Groovy Outside's obviously in here with us. Obviously, Stevie's in here with us. Stevie B, how the hell you been? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Prepping to Endure. The new Wrenchman. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Bush, brother. How you doing, brother? I'm about ready to quack, by the way, folks. I'll explain that in a minute. I didn't say crack. I said quack. Driver of all. Do you have a beautiful Sandy's Passions? Who are you, Sandy? Great to see you. And Sandy, don't forget, you always have an open invitation. So when you say, Mikey, I want in, you're in. V-Borg. Great to see you. How you doing? Mickey's Mouth. Mickey. NH Trapper's, of course, in here with us. G Trapper. How the hell you been? Great to see you. Craig, how are you? Craig, you want to come on? You got time?
Oops, I forgot a D.
I can't get out. I can't get out.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, but the G that you started it with is actually a C.
Oh,
Wow, that's just. I'll just have to do a do-over.
Step away from the bottle.
Caffeine,
Okay.
baby. Supposed to improve your eyesight.
Step away.
speaking of caffeine, I need to get a certain I need to get a certain coffee mug out here then. Hey, I might have to make some coffee.
Dude, I'll boot your ass right out there. And don't forget, when they boot you, you got 24 hours you can't come back for.
You only do this chat once a week anyway, so...
Ooh, ow!
Okay, so I'll boot you for life. How's that? All right, so a couple of things I want to talk about. I'm about to... Oh, no time, no problem, Craig. I was just, just asking, bro. Yeah, Mike's back in the winter hoodie. I'll explain that too in a minute. But I'm going to get to something more serious. So, and I'm going to be doing one on Facebook. I never put a video on Facebook before, but I plan on doing this tomorrow. That link that I just put in the chat. May is Huntington's Disease Awareness Month. Some of you that know me know that my wife and I had a child that had that disease. It's fatal. It's almost like the cousin to ALS. Tom, how are you? Good to see you. It's almost like the cousin to ALS. But I put the link in there. I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for, it's awareness. So I would just ask that, copy it and paste it or bookmark it. And then tomorrow, you're not doing anything. Sunday, you're not doing anything. You got 10 minutes. You just look at it. It's all I'm asking you to do. Okay? It's a horrific disease that is incurable. They can't slow it down. They can't. There's nothing. There's no operations. There's no nothing. It is an absolute death sentence. As soon as you hear the words, he's got Huntington's disease, it's a death sentence. So I really would ask that you guys just do me that favor and go in and look at that. All right.
Thanks for the post, Mike. I will check that out.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you. The other thing I want to say is I am pissed off at all you Southerners, all you people. If you give me any more frickin' rain, I swear to God, I'm going to make a deal with the devil. You'll never see frickin' sunlight again.
We got it too.
Okay? Because, all right, NH is my witness.
Mm-hmm.
Where you don't have webbed feet and hands. We don't have, our skin doesn't let the rain just roll right off. Look at, I'm in a frickin' sweatshirt. It's like 51 degrees here, 50 degrees, and then the wind's still blowing. So it brings it down. It feels like it's like 46.
Oh shit! It's 40 here.
It's freaking chilly. Okay, it's freaking chilly. Actually, as a matter of fact, I got the weather up. How cold is it here right now? 48 degrees right now without the wind. Drake at Massachusetts.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
From all us Southerners, quit being a wuss.
Yeah, okay. So anyway,
It's 40. It's 43. Feels like 40 here.
Yeah, that's what I'm at, 43.
thank you, driver.
Complaining about being cold and wet. Why the fuck do you live up north? Move.
Driver, I'm not. Hey, be quiet a second. I'm not. Two things at once. Driver, I sent you an invite. Where the hell are you? Oh shit! I got to do it the other way for you, don't I? Okay, hang on. I always forget. You, Stump.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. Listen. I'm not complaining about the cold. You know I like the cold because
It sounds a
dress
lot
for it.
like you were complaining about being cold and wet to me. That's all I'm saying.
well, first of all, shut your hole and I'll explain it. In the winter. All right. If you don't believe me, you can ask the gentleman that I sat with ice fishing twice this year. Okay. we dress for it. We're not cold.
Is that why you both spent a lot of time in the shack instead of out on the ice?
It's because they had a heater in there. I don't do wind, so that's why I was inside.
Yeah, and you got to remember something. The first day we went, the first day when I met Brian, that was windy, cold, and snowing, and you're out in the lake. Okay, so people that don't use some type of wind protection, that's just silly. I'm not poking fun.
And even though it was that cold,
I'm just
3 people died that day on the ice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I don't want to belittle that fact by any means. I mean, I understand the seriousness of fishing the ice. I really do. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm not saying the South is better. I'm not saying it's worse up north. All I'm saying is you can fish here year round. No ice.
He's complaining because we've gotten like 2 to 3 inches of rain in the last 16 hours.
Yeah, we've had it pretty much off and on for the last 2 weeks.
Yep, that's about what it's going to be, what it's been for us, and it's projected the next.
No, Wednesday and Tuesday are going to be okay. Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be all right.
Yeah, but it's like 11 out of the next 13 days supposed to rain.
Oh no, is it Monday and Tuesday? I was just
Sunday,
talking
Monday.
To,
Sunday, Monday.
I was just talking to here we go. Saturdays here it's going to be half and half. Sunday's going to be half. Monday half. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Skip Saturday because it's going to be sunny and 67, partly sunny and 67, and then Sunday's going to rain. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 days. Out of 6 days, it's going to rain 5 of them.
Right.
Yeah, that depresses the freaking hell out of me. Sorry.
They're just giving you that good Saturday so you don't choke yourself out.
Especially when turkey season just started up here.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that either.
I don't do turkeys.
Really?
I get one. My wife gets one, and my mother-in-law gets one for Thanksgiving. We get 3 birds between 3 people.
Right.
She always wants a deep fried turkey for Thanksgiving and a deep fried turkey for her birthday, and then I get a ham for Christmas and a ham for Easter. So
cool.
Right on.
And plus turkey, I don't know how many shots I've taken at turkeys. I've never hit one. I'm done. I'm done with turkeys.
Bazooka, brother. You got to get the bazooka out.
Real quick, I want to shout out Gag 19. How the hell are you, brother? Good to see you.
On.
K-Bar user, how are you, my brother? Great to see you. Who did I miss? If I miss you, just say, Mikey, you missed me, and that we're there.
Did you get the prepping guy?
Prepping to endure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's my new wrenchman.
Nice.
And by the way, and I want to say hello to everybody, to the silent watchers, people that watch but may not comment. So
right on.
There you go.
Gracias. Okay. Yeah. So you know what? I'm tired of being a duck. And Craig Dweller too. He'll tell you. Okay. It's horrible. At least I picked a day to go out. I did a video, with my daughter, and if I didn't do that, if I didn't go out, and I didn't know what the weather was going to be like, it's not like I'm not smart enough to sit there and look at the weather report. I can't get out tomorrow. It's just, and then the cold rain does numbers on my body. The cold snow, for some reason, doesn't. I know it doesn't make sense. It's just the way it is because there's moisture in the air or humidity in the air when it's snowing and it's wet.
What affects your body is more the barometric pressure than it is the moisture, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you
it might have something to do with age too.
Oh yeah, you're exactly right. Because Mike and I both suffer from the same thing. It's called TMFB syndrome. Too many fucking birthdays.
Yeah. Mm.
Who invited the
You
beer?
did.
Jesus Christ. I gotta talk to a few people.
Careful what you ask for.
Holy shit.
I get it too. I only have half a meniscus and one knee. So
That's the
I
not
get it too.
that is the last time I shared beer chili with you.
It was my bear.
Listen,
Wow.
listen. It was food. I was hungry. It was delicious. I was only giving you some because I was polite. For Christ's sake, I said to you, should we save some for the rest? And we said, well, we'll give him 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Not our
10
fault.
minutes did go by and nobody showed up.
And we ate it.
Yep.
I think Egg got a little, like, 2 spoonful servings, and that was about it.
Snooze, you lose.
Shame on it. You missed.
Yep.
Uh,
Speaking of bears, looks like I'm finally going to get to make that bear hunting trip I've been wanting to do forever.
nice.
Oh, really?
Yep, my
You going
new
up to see
boss.
Steve's old friend?
No. We're not going into Canada. My new boss. Yeah, I've told y'all he goes on a hunting expedition every month to somewhere else in the country to kill whatever animals in season.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've pretty much hammered it out. The next trip when bear's on the list, I will be going and I will be getting paid to go, and the trip's not going to cost me a freaking penny.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Best ever.
Right? Tell you,
I get to
love my
go-
job.
I get to go hunt hogs in October and down in Texas.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's the first time I get to go do a hunt outside of a state I live in.
Nice.
I do want to go up to Canada for a color phase black bear, though.
Right on.
I got my black. I want my cinnamon or my blonde.
There you go.
Bless you, Mike.
Thank you. Here's the issue with us hunting up in Canada. I think the rule states that you have to have a guide with you.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the issue with that I have with that, right? That's a ton of money. It's like, oh, remind me, I got to do the moose permit too. Almost forgot.
I got mine for New Hampshire in, but they're only drawing like 30 permits this year.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to put in for New Hampshire because I have to buy the license first anyways, and I haven't done that.
No, you don't. Not for New Hampshire.
Oh, you don't? I thought you
Nope.
did. All right. Well, maybe I will then. But I usually just put in for Maine. Steve, do you know Eric? Eric's a cool dude. I've known Eric for ever in a lifetime.
I was going to ask you, but I didn't.
No.
So
I'm not even joking. Eric, let me see. Shoot. Eric, it's got to be what? It's got to be all 3 years. Or better, he used to do the chat with Chris and Daryl and Deep Stealth Experience and Shane. And Bruce, nature, what? Anywho, yeah. PG, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Anyway, yeah, I've known I've known Eric for forever and a week.
cool.
Nature Calls. Thank you, Preppin. I've been sub to Nature Calls for a while too. You'd think I would actually. So you know what it is? Now that I get people's first names, I always forget their friggin' screen name.
Right.
Yep.
See, Gary says where he goes in Canada is 2,500, and yeah, most places I've looked are anywhere between
Well, that's not bad then.
2,500 and $6-7 grand, but that doesn't include
Well, yeah.
plane ticket.
Exactly. And I said this on the chat on here one night, Brian. It'd be awesome for me to get a moose, to hit the moose lottery in Maine or New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Either one, don't matter. I don't know what New Hampshire, but I know for Maine, it's $500 after I buy the license for $118 in Maine.
$550 in New Hampshire.
Okay, so it's $500 in Maine.
Yep.
All right. So that's $620.
Yep.
Right. I'm not even going to do the gas to get there and all that happy bullshit. Okay. Now, if I do a guide, it is anywhere from three grand to $5,000, right?
Yes. For a Maine moose? Oh yeah, easily.
Now you're up, okay, and then
Well, what you got to do with the moose tag, because you can put a second on your tag.
yeah, you put a, what do you call it on it?
Yeah, a second. It's a second, a sub
Well,
permitting.
we call it. Well, see, Maine does it different than Hampton. Maine just calls them
Yeah,
sub permittee.
and well,
and they get to
you
hit it
get
too.
they have a no, they. It's not a separate tag.
No, what they can shoot. Okay,
You can
so
choose
in
if they
Maine,
can shoot,
in
but
Maine,
it's
right?
your tag.
In Maine, when you're with a guide, you hit the moose. He's going to tell you to hit it again.
Yeah.
So let's say I hit the moose first time, right? And let's say you're my sub permittee. Okay, I can say to you, Brian, shoot the moose.
Yes.
Legally, I can do that.
Or I could take the first shot for you.
Right, because your name
Is on your tag.
is on yes, your name's on my tag.
Yes. The smart thing to do with
Oh.
the sub permittee is to know somebody in that area and have them be your sub permittee. That way they can do all the scouting for you if you're from out of town.
Right.
Okay. I'm not
So-
real familiar with the northern rules and all, but I just want to ask this because I'm a wee bit curious about this. Now, all this expense, okay,
Yeah.
this is, how do I put this? This is money going out, or the majority of it would say minus the guide, before you even know if you're going to get to go or not. I mean, ain't this a lot like
No.
fucking going to Vegas?
No, this is okay. So all right, so Stump. Let's say you got let's say you won a moose lottery in fucking wherever, Pennsylvania, right? You're gonna come up to Pennsylvania, okay?
Okay, well, hold on. Right there is my question. So
you would have to okay, so here's where it starts, right?
you don't spend all of this until you actually win the moose lottery, right?
No, well, it all depends. I don't know how Pennsylvania does it.
In New Hampshire, I paid $10 to put my name forward to get
Okay, but-
drawn.
Right, but he's a non-resident, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So as a non-resident, here's what you're gonna have to buy. You have to purchase a hunting license.
Okay.
Okay. If you're drawn for the moose,
Okay.
now it's another 500, or in New Hampshire, 550.
Okay.
Okay. Then it's your transportation from South Carolina to Pennsylvania.
Bro, that's a long way for somebody as southern as
then-
me to be.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. You can go on New Hampshire's in Maine. I don't know about Vermont, but you can go on New Hampshire's in Maine. Okay. There are people that won it that have won the lottery from frickin' Texas that come up here. They're from friggin' Montana that have come up here. Out
Canadians.
here, right?
Canadians.
Oh, yeah. So, oh God, yeah. People travel for moose. Let me tell you, especially if you don't have any, you never seen one.
And moose season in Maine, and I'm pretty sure Maine, but definitely in New Hampshire,
Especially October.
10 days.
Well,
10 days.
the early season is
No, in New
The early-
Hampshire, you get 10 days, and it's at the end of the rut.
okay. Well, in
Wow.
Maine, it's the week before hunting, the week before deer season starts.
Yeah, that's the end of the rut for the moose.
Because when my buddy's kid, the two guys I went two guys I go hunting with, one of them hit the lottery for a cow moose,
Yep.
and they wound up shooting a 586-pound cow moose.
Hmm.
Um,
GI Customs.
Yeah. GI, what's up, bud? You got any time? But you know what I'm saying? And they were there before I got there. I got there Monday. They scouted the previous weekend, and then they hunted that week.
Yep.
And he shot it on the last friggin' day.
But you only get like a week to 10 days. And in New Hampshire, there's like, I think in New Hampshire, there's only 10 checking stations. Period.
But I thought
that's
I
it.
thought
And after day 5, half of them shut down.
I thought New Hampshire had an early one
Wow.
because
No.
there's foliage still out. Because when I go hunting up in Maine in November,
Yeah.
other than birch leaves, there ain't a freaking leaf on a tree. And you watch these videos of moose hunting.
It's not birch, it's beech.
Bean ornament. You watch these videos of moose hunting in New Hampshire and Maine, and there's colors everywhere. That's why it screwed me up. I thought there was 2 seasons. Not 2 seasons, but 2, same season, fall of 2017. But I thought one was like autumn, like, October, and then one was November.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought they split it up.
So, where is it? Right here.
Because they do for bear.
Moose lottery in New Hampshire. There are no going to be. I'm sorry.
Try one more
Due to
time.
due to moose population declines, the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department has proposed to reduce statewide moose permit issuance from 71 in 2016 to 51 in 2017.
They should just not have it.
They are issuing a suspension of permits to H2 North, H2 South, and K. I live in K.
You live in K, but H2 is Pittsburgh, right?
No, that's A1 and A2.
A1, right.
These changes will not be finalized until May, but you should rank all units, blah, blah, blah. Application fee. It cost me $15. A non-resident is $25. And it's just on a point system.
Yeah, because each year, Stump, I forgot to tell you that. So each year in New Hampshire that you don't win the lottery, you earn points.
Yeah, they do
Okay.
that here on our elk.
So
The one thing I'm sitting here thinking now, I mean, there's the comprehension of the oddity of a lottery. I mean, it's foreign to me. I mean, we don't do stuff like it here. But at the same time, we don't have moose. But the other side of that same coin I'm looking at is, man, y'all's DNR is making a freaking killing on this.
yeah, but don't forget.
Like he just said, $15 a head. They're only going to let 50 get shot this year. For those 50
and no,
lucky
51
people,
permits doesn't mean all 50 are getting shot.
Right.
51 people actually get the chance. Or 51. What?
Out of
That
those
number of
51
people get the chance. But how many thousands or hundreds of thousands chuck their $15 into the pot for a shot at it?
10 to 20,000.
Yeah.
Right. And out of that 51, because we don't add the what do you call it? Because if they do 51, that means they'll probably wind up doing 54. So, right? Am I right, Brian? Correct?
No, 51 is 51.
So they do 48 and then the 3.
And then the 3, yeah.
Because they do one for disability.
One for the disability and the 2 auction. I don't know. Maybe it's
only one.
Yeah.
One disability, and it's a free one. I'm pretty sure the disability one is a free one, and then they put 2 to auction.
So
and
Stump.
The guys who win it, they pay like $10,000.
Right. Or better.
God.
Or better. Stump. Out of that 51, first of all, you're not guaranteed a moose. It's not like you're going to a farm and shooting a moose.
Right. I totally understand that.
Out of that 51, because I'll tell you what, I used to see moose in New Hampshire all the time. I haven't seen a moose in New Hampshire in probably 5 years.
Ticks.
Out of that 51, I'm going to guess maybe 25 deer get shot. I mean, 25 moose get shot. Maybe.
Success rate is for moose is usually a lot higher than deer and other animals, and I would say you're looking at a 50 to 70% success rate.
Well, it's 74 in Maine.
Wow.
So it's going to be less than 74 in
How
Maine.
many moose are dispatched every year because of accidents?
A lot.
I don't know about New Hampshire,
Well,
but
Maine,
the season
the
season this year is October 21st to October 29th.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you
Wow.
got to hunt.
What's Maine's?
I
Probably
don't
the
know.
same.
I'm on New Hampshire Fishing Game website.
It's starting to sink in with me now why you northern guys are so into your hunting, because you only get like little bitty micro
we don't-
windows for hunting seasons, man.
Yeah, we don't get, dude. I get. Well, all right. So if you add shotgun season and muzzleloader season, if you add them together for deer, I get. Let me see. We can't hunt on Sundays. It starts the Monday after Thanksgiving. I think I get.
You still have blue laws up there?
I think I get 16 days. I think I get 16 days of hunting.
You know how many we get down here legally? If you count,
6 months.
you're close.
Yeah.
Whitetail deer. If you include archery, black powder, and rifle, you've got 91 days.
Oof.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. So
I had the same amount of time as you, Stomp.
Right.
September 15th to December 15th.
right.
That's my archery season. And muzzleloader, we have an early muzzleloader season, and then we have rifle season. But that's
Great.
and archery starts September 15th, and archery ends after.
But
rifle
also
season
too,
does.
you're done. You're one and done.
Well, for
No.
rifle,
Yes.
it's
Stop.
one and done, whether it's rifle or muzzleloader.
Right.
With archery, you can get two.
Right.
You know what we're allowed to take here?
Yeah, like 6 or 8 or some bullshit like that.
7 per zone in each of 7 zones. So you do the math. 7 times 7 inside of 91 days is what you're allowed.
49.
49 deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that must be nice if you
person.
live close to 2 or 3 different zones,
Mm-hmm.
because then it's just a short
But
drive.
the other thing too is,
Yep.
Brian, in fairness, right? You got to shoot 3 of them to equal the ones we get up here.
No.
They're like 8. They're like Brian. They're like 60 pounds. They're like little dogs. They're like 60 pounds, 50 pounds.
Oh, there's some big
Nah,
ones
they're-
down south.
They're bigger than that, Mikey.
Yeah, in Texas,
Yeah,
they're
there's some
bigger.
big ones down south.
No,
Right,
Texas
driver?
is smaller.
Right, driver in Texas, everything's
So
big. Aren't the deer in Texas big?
Deer are just big dogs. No. Depending on where you go, but no, most of the deer down here are like the size of a Great Dane.
Yeah, that's why the horns.
Mikey, you're
look so
talking a
big.
trophy whitetail that coming out of Texas, like a 160, 180 class deer.
No, I'm not even.
It's going to weigh 140, 150 pounds in Texas, and that same animal's going to be a 300 pounder up north.
That's why the horns look so big on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The mass is there, but the body weight's not. Down
Yeah.
Texas.
Knife Tex, happy birthday.
Outstanding. Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
You have no
Yeah.
rifle deer hunting in Illinois? Move.
What?
No, they have a shotgun season. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have one either, Eric.
Wow.
I have
Well, you live in a communist commonwealth, so it doesn't.
I don't have any.
You
I
don't
don't
really
have
count.
rifles.
Amen to that.
Stop it. She Trapper gets
No.
16 and a half days in November for a deer gun.
Yeah, that's another question I've got, for you northern guys in deer season.
See, New Hampshire, I can
What?
hunt Sundays too. So
Right.
But what do they have against using a rifle up there for deer hunting?
What?
I mean, why are you
What,
limited to
in
a shotgun?
Massachusetts?
Yeah,
in
I don't know.
Massachusetts, you can't
Okay.
own a firearm, period,
Because-
without
alright,
the FBI
because
and the
we're-
CIA and the NSA and
Right, and NASA's
Because-
got to get involved and
Exactly.
shit. They
Do you want
call
me to answer
driver
the
to
question?
track you.
Was that a question you want me to answer, or is that you just throwing it out there?
No, seriously, I'm curious. Why do
Well,
they
I'm trying to answer
not have a rifle?
Well, I'm trying to answer it.
Well, answer it then, by God. What they picking on you?
Massachusetts is the most densely populated, second most densely populated state in the union. Okay. Whereas you have 6 people per square mile. In my town alone, I got about 1,900 per square
16
mile.
people per square mile.
Okay.
Brother, down here, 6 people in a square mile in the woods is what you call cluttered.
Okay. Well, there's your answer though.
Sounds
That's
like
your,
I need to make a trip to South Carolina and stock up my freezer.
but that's your answer.
Dude, it's awesome down here. I mean, I'm not picking on nobody up north or nothing, but yeah, I'm. Believe it or not, I'm an antisocial human being. I don't get along very well with most of the human race.
Shocker.
You? No way.
My,
No,
Fuck
I ain't
both y'all.
buying that. I ain't buying that.
I
But,
find that hard to believe.
but the town that's the closest to me, that's what my zip code, is for the town of 96. The population is 2,500 people for the whole town, and to me,
Okay.
it's crowded. And Mike was
I got
telling
that
me
in 2 square
there's like,
miles.
yeah, it's like Mike
I
was
get
telling
that
me
in
he's
2
got that
square
in his
miles.
freaking neighborhood. I don't.
So, do you want me to shoot a rifle in that populated of that densely populated area? No, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay. I might be.
Just
All right, so-
I can't physically imagine that many people in that small of a dadgum area,
Okay.
man.
listen to me.
Get in an
You-
elevator with about 14 people and you're getting close.
You go out to
Brother,
You go
you
out to
know
the
me. I can't do that.
you go to the west. Go out to the west part of Massachusetts. Okay.
The Berkshires.
Out where Mount Greylock is. Okay. And it gets far, far
Wow.
more dispersed. However, there are still towns out there that, fine, they may not be 30,000 people in the town. There might be 8,000, but the son of a bitches all live in the same neighborhood.
Oh God.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right.
and the rest
Like
is
a
all
cluster.
either state property, private property, old paper mills that aren't even in friggin' business anymore. They haven't been in the last fucking 80 years.
You bringing up private property? That's another question I got for up north.
Yeah.
Down here, if you're hunting someone else's private land and you've
Yeah.
got permission from the landowner,
Yeah.
you're required by DNR to have a piece of paper, a business card, a
It
something
says so. Yes.
that says you have their permission, their name, and their phone number.
Yes.
And it's got to be on your person. Do y'all have to do that up there?
Yes.
In Massachusetts and Maine, you do. In New Hampshire, you do not.
New
Okay.
In New Hampshire,
if it's long as
in
it's
New
not
Hampshire,
posted.
if it's not posted, it's legal to hunt.
Even someone else's own private personal land, if they don't have a posted sign,
Yes.
you're good to go.
I only hunt private property with people I know when they give me permission.
Right.
The tract of land that I shot the bear off of this year, we actually found. My brother-in-law called me and said, "Hey, did you put a trail camera up?" I said, "No." He goes, "Well, 30 yards other side of the tree stand, someone put a trail camera up."
Wow.
The problem is that
And we're the only two that hunt it.
unless you post it, okay. Unless you post it, Stump,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about it. All right, so that's why a ton of people now in New Hampshire, it's happening in Maine too. A ton of
Posting their
people are
land.
posting their land. So in other words, but those that don't post their land, if it's not posted, you're driving up a little road or you're fuck the highway for that matter. Okay. And it doesn't say, state property, no trespassing. You can pull your ass over and go hunting.
Yep.
Try that down here. Walk on somebody's land that ain't yours, and you don't have permission. You ain't never walking out of them woods again.
Well,
Man.
don't forget now, what state is that? Hey, what state is that? New Hampshire. What's the state called? What's the state motto?
Live free or die.
Okay. That's how they are. Ask them.
However, when I get my own piece of property with
you're
land
gonna
on
post it.
I am posting the hell out of it.
No, don't forget, you got to post it every 50 yards.
100 yards. 100, yeah, every 100 yards.
Every,
in state of
it's
New
either
Hampshire.
50 or 100, one or the other.
Yeah, every 100 yards.
And it's got to be higher than the snow line if it's on the front road.
6 feet off the ground should be perfect.
6 feet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's it's stupid.
I will post my land, and I plan on actually making a food plot. You know, because I want land. I want to, you know, take a space out, make a food plot.
Right.
You know,
Did,
recreate bedding areas so I can keep deer on the land instead of pushing them out.
GI, did you say you wanted to come in, bud? I'm sorry, I kept going back. I didn't see if you responded.
Because in New Hampshire, you're allowed to drive deer. You're allowed to drive.
Yeah, I think
and
you can in Maine now, too.
In a group no larger than 4 or 5.
4 or 5, yeah.
Do you
It's
drive
one-
them with dogs or what?
No,
No, you cannot drive with dogs. It's only
People.
with people. But I personally do not like that at all. I think it. I would rather
I don't have
sit
an
in
issue with it.
spot and stock or sit in a tree stand or in a ground blind or something.
I like stalking. I like getting on a track and being like a freaking dog and just going. You know what I mean? And sometimes that could have been a friggin' day old, or a half a day or whatever. But I'm still, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because to be honest with you, am I out there to obviously get a deer? Of course I am. But you know what? I'm not one of those guys that pisses and moans and cries and whines that doesn't. I'm just not. It's just not me.
For me, I don't care what it is. A deer, a bear. If I shoot one animal a season or a year, I'm happy. It puts meat in my freezer. I'm the only one that eats it anyway. I still got deer meat from the deer I shot 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, now, do you have to? You know, I was watching one of the law shows. You know, where the game wardens are at in different
Yeah, the
areas.
new ones in New Hampshire.
You have to date it. All your meat that you put in the freezer, so they can tell the kill date and all that kind of stuff.
No.
Maine, you have to keep your tag. New Hampshire, you don't. The only time you have to deal with tagging your meat is if you're giving it away to somebody in a package. Then it has to go with basically the kill report.
Because I've seen them bust people because of their deer meat in their freezer.
Because technically, anybody I know around here doesn't do any of that at all. The only person that does that I've heard of is a former game warden. He's the only one I've ever heard of doing that around here.
Yeah, I don't do that down here either. We're not required to. I don't do it anyway. The only thing we're required to do is shoot a deer, you tag it, and then you're done. You're done. It goes either you do it, either you process it, or the butcher processes it, either or, and then you're done with it. I can give deer meat to anybody I freaking want without a.
The problem with butchers nowadays is that you get your meat back too fast. It's almost like they weigh your deer.
Well,
hey, what do you want for cuts? And then they go into the freezer and weigh it out and give you that much weight back.
I personally will not ever. Hello to the ever most of the beautifulness, Bird Dog 1227.
Bird
Dog. Mike, did you see Eric's request?
Eric's request for
Eric said he would love to come on.
Give me 1 sec, Eric.
And I got a response for Mr. George too about the bear baiting.
Eric sent. What was I saying? Hello, Ronnie Brown.
You don't bring your meat to a butcher.
Yeah, I did that once, and I will never do it again. I will process my own.
Yep.
Each and every time. Well, actually, I'll have my brother and I will do it together. But my point is that I'll never take it to another butcher unless it's a relative of mine or something, because I know for a fact I got robbed. I didn't get robbed in price. I got robbed in. All right, so everybody knows about the size of a box of paper. Everybody's seen office paper come in a box about yay big, yay high.
Right.
It didn't fill that box.
Wow.
And I said to my wife, I go, no, there's a problem here. And so I called the guy. No, she got the box, right? I go, yeah, but dude, it was a 130-pound fucking deer. Well, yeah, we'll take the hide off. I go, yeah, take the hide and bones out. What do you got?
Now, what'd you get for
I
cuts?
should still have 70 pounds of fucking meat.
What'd you get for cuts?
65 pounds of meat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
What'd you
should
get for
have.
cuts though?
I got a couple of steaks. I got a lot of ground.
Okay.
A lot of ground beef. I got, and I can only have 3 roasts because where I hit it, I ruined pretty much half the other roast. So,
Okay.
um,
So what I'm guessing is you got about 40 pounds or so of meat.
yeah.
And what he probably didn't do was scrape the ribs to get you that little bit of ground.
He probably didn't scrape the ribs. He probably didn't do the neck. He probably didn't do the cheeks.
Your neck probably went into ground. The shoulder that you messed for the roast that you probably lost. You probably lost that whole shoulder and a good chunk all the way around. Once you get, if you've never broken one down that you shot, you do lose quite a bit. But it all depends on the knife skills of the butcher too.
On a
Yes.
they measure it out on a 150-pound deer. Okay,
Yeah.
After you dress it in the woods, 150-pound deer. After you dress it, okay, you should receive anywhere from 75 to 80 pounds of meat.
Yeah. I would guess more 70 to 75. But
Yeah.
like I said, if he didn't scrape the ribs, because that's time consuming, if he didn't debone the neck completely, if he just took the big chunks out of the neck, you lose a lot out of there. Depending on his knife skills, cutting around the coagulated blood that would have soaked into the meat, that would have made it not very good around, taking that whole shoulder out. Yeah, you're gonna lose 30 to 40 pounds right there. Especially with that size deer, your neck's gonna weigh 15 to 20 pounds, and if he's just taking big chunks of meat out of it, you're screwed.
Yeah, you're only getting about half the meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if you only got that much, he didn't scrape ribs.
No.
Yeah, because my wife said she carried the box with no problem. I'm like, well, there's a problem because there's no way you should have had you know.
You're probably missing 15 pounds of ground.
Prepping, always a pleasure. Please enjoy your night and have a great weekend. Good to see you as always. Thank you for coming in.
Take care.
Right on.
No,
Neck roast is my favorite cut of meat.
I like a neck roast.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, yeah.
now George has said using dogs to hunt deer is about the same to him as shooting a bear over a pile of honey buns.
I know something to show the beer over a honey bun. Actually, I know 3 guys that shot beer over honey buns.
I wasn't using honey buns. I was using dog food and a lot of licorice scent and some really sweet popcorn that all the raccoons ate.
Well, don't forget, you already know this, but
I cannot use chocolate.
can't use chocolate anymore. So
Not in the state of New Hampshire, no. Because of some whack job. But I will tell you what. Yes, I do not agree with using dogs to hunt deer. I don't agree with having people walk in a line to push towards a person.
no.
I don't mind it in youth season as long as it's a kid they're pushing the deer to the kid. I don't really mind because nobody else is really in the woods. But during firearm season, if you got dogs running in the woods and you got people walking a straight line to push deer in the woods, people get shot. That's how people get shot. And in New Hampshire, where it's not required to wear hunter orange at all,
oof.
there are a lot of people that could get shot. Now, baiting bear is a different story for me. Bear are actually more skittish coming into a bait than they would be if they're just walking through the woods and you just happen to walk by. One just happened to walk by you. Bears are very, very skittish coming into a bait. It took me 3 years to shoot that one bear. And I did not have any opportunities. No bear presented itself. I never watched a bear. My bear never even made it to the bait barrel.
See that right there.
I know people are
I'm not-
very, very touchy on baiting and hounds, and
Well,
in Maine,
what's the
Maine's the only
difference?
state left that you can use
Well,
a
true.
foot snare.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
what's the difference? All right, hear me out. What's the difference between baiting over, shooting over bait for a bear? Okay, or I think it's easier. I think it's harder to shoot now. I haven't done it. Let me put that disclaimer out right now. I've never gone bear hunting. Okay, it doesn't take a genius to understand that it's harder to shoot a bear than it is a deer. Drive, are you good, Drive? Okay. Than it is a deer when you're in a farm field and you put a feeder out and it's now like a zoo where the deer know what time of the day it is and they know what time to come to eat.
Yep.
It's kind of like you can train your dog. You don't even need to, well, let's say you had property and let your dog roam outside. That dog, you will not have to call that dog in to eat or call that dog. After a certain amount of period of time, that dog will come back on that time and expect his or her food. Same
8
thing with the
o'clock
deer.
every night. 8 o'clock every
Yep.
night. My dog
All
lets me
right.
know. It's time to feed
Okay.
me.
So
Yep.
same thing with the deer. You got a big ass fucking, what do you call it, feeder out there, and then you got your stand. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Although I
Deer-
think it's easier to do deer.
I've done
Good
both.
point,
I've
Mike.
done both.
Wild
Deer
deer
are a lot
roam
easier.
around and switch territories and stuff in a
What's
pen
that?
environment. Yeah,
I think
you
what you said,
become
Steve.
conditioned to it.
Steve, you came in jumbled, bro. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I agree with that to a point. In a penned environment, yeah, they'll become conditioned to it. But deer are browsers. They won't
Yes.
just sit there and eat one food. They'll have a bite of that and then they'll move on and go hit their favorite brush or acorns or whatever else in a
Right.
wild
Yeah.
environment.
But even
but
in the
you-
wild environment, they're more apt to come back because they know the food source is there.
Correct. But
That's
Yeah.
why you keep,
It is
they're
much easier hunting
no
deer
different.
over bait than it is bear over bait.
that's why you keep getting the same deer on your trail cam.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he's coming back. He's
also
coming back.
that deer that might be that doe's territory or whatever.
Yes.
But a Roman
Correct.
buck, you'll see him
Absolutely.
once or twice, and you got to
Absolutely.
get your timing down. It's the same difference as a nice white oak tree dropping its acorns.
See, I always set my stands and ground blinds up either next to an apple tree or an oak tree.
Yep.
You can't tear either, Sand. You can't bait anything in the state of Massachusetts. Here's what you can do in the state of Massachusetts.
You can
The
hunt
state-
bobcat.
the
That one's
state of-
coming, I know that.
No, but if you keep it up, the
We
$8
can
load,
hear.
keep it up.
I heard it. I heard a tweak of something.
If you keep it up, the $8 load bullshit's gonna start coming out. See, now you made me miss my train of thought. Oh, Sandy, in Massachusetts, I can bait. I can't hunt over bait. I can bait 10 days before whatever season starts. Turkey, bear, deer. Well, we don't have moose season, so okay. We can do that up until 10 days. After that, we cannot bait.
Right on.
Now the way that's set up here, and I'm with you. I don't agree on the mechanical feeders. Certain time of the day it broadcasts corn or sweet feed or whatever. I don't agree with those. But now we are allowed here, and here's where the wording gets kind of sketchy because ultimately it's left up to the discretion of the game warden. You're able to do around here we call them pipe feeders. Piece of 4 or 6-inch PVC with like a clean out at the bottom of it.
Yep.
You can fill it with whatever you want, chunked apples, molasses, sweet feed, whatever. It can be any distance you want from your stand, your blind, whatever. But here again, it's to the discretion of the game warden himself as to if it's legal or not, because as it's worded, it cannot be in a shootable position. From your stand, if you've got a clear shot, you're in violation. But if it's obscured by, a bunch of brush or whatever, and you got to wait on him to chew on something, then walk out into a little open spot, then you're good.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Real
Well,
bizarre.
hello. It's freaking South Carolina. Did you actually think it was going to be fucking?
Now, with that in mind, understand this: if you just walk out there, 5-gallon bucket of sweet feed, and set it down anywhere on the same piece of property that you're hunting, technically that's illegal. It don't matter if it's on the other end of a 1,000-acre plot of land. It's illegal. If you just pour a pile on the ground, that's illegal. But you pour that pile on the ground, take your foot and kick it around a little bit so it's no more than, quarter-inch high, you're legal.
And can I say something? Here's what bothers me. Here's what bothers me about people that do the feedings. They don't die. They're like us. They don't digest corn. Corn is not good for the deer. Number one.
No.
Right.
Okay. I don't know why people still use it. It's dumb. I don't know
It's
why people
sweet.
go out. Okay. But it's not good for them. So if you don't get a chance to
I
shoot,
agree.
it's going to hurt the deer. So I hurt the deer because you want it to grow and you want to be able to shoot it, right? So if you ever watch the Outdoor Channel, they're all come here, deer, and all that chemical bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
None
that
what?
shit's good for me. Let me hear me out. You want to do alfalfa? Go right ahead. You want to do clover? Go right ahead. I watched Boss of the Swamp do it. He cut a tree down in the winter. Okay, he cut a God, I wish I would maple in the dead of winter because he noticed that one of the branches fell and had buds on it, and they were eating the buds. So he said, "Oh, let me do this." Cut the tree down, and he let him feed off what their natural, their natural food, whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Also in that video, Mike, he explained that certain times of the year the corn is not good for them. When their metabolism changes throughout the year, and when it changes over to winter and they're eating bark and buds and things like that, they do not digest the corn well. During the summer and the fall and stuff, they do fine with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, every deer that ate in a cornfield would be croaked down the ditch a mile.
Yeah.
I buy deer corn every year. I put a little out during, when it starts for us, because we have a deer baiting season. I throw a little out, but I will mix it with molasses and use it in bear bait, and I'll also save about a gallon of it, and that's what I use to bait raccoons.
Right.
Put it in my DPs, put a little on the ground. 2 days later, I come in, I got a raccoon.
You want a raccoon? I don't know how the New Hampshire raccoons are, but I'll tell you how the Massachusetts raccoons are. Get a can of, I swear to God, I'm not even joking.
A can of tuna or sardines, right?
Sardines. It does it all the time.
Yep.
Yep.
I use that in my 160 boxes. I put a can of sardines in the back and
all the time. Never miss.
You said for raccoons?
Yep.
Sardines?
Sardines.
Yeah.
Just crack it open.
I used to use sardines for raccoons, but I couldn't keep the homeless guys out of my damn traps.
I like sardines too, so I might nibble on it too if I was back there.
But what you were talking about, baiting and stuff, and going back to like the Khmer deer and all like that.
Yep.
Has anybody ever bothered to read the ingredients or contents list of the food plot mixes they put out?
No.
Almost all of them are 90 to 95% ryegrass.
yes.
You're paying out the ass for 10 pounds of ryegrass that you could go to any decent feed and seed shop.
And buy a 50-pound bag for $10.
Yeah. But while you're at the same feed and seed store, take 20, 30 bucks, buy you a good bit of clover, just a little bit of grass seed, just a little bit. Chicory, turnips, stuff like that. Broadcast that, and dude, you will have deer sitting out there with a bib tied around their neck, a knife in one hand, and a fork in the other, pounding against the table, hollering, "Come here!"
Yep.
Now,
Well,
You're wasting
now
money, man.
here comes the dilemma. Do you go with white clover or do you go with purple clover?
Both.
Crimson.
Give them options, dude.
over and over.
Right.
I'll be honest. What really
Put it on
works
the phone.
good here?
You got it, Steve.
We've got natural clover that grows everywhere down here.
Yep.
And now you can nitpick the legalities of it all you want to. But like watermelon and cantaloupe seeds,
Mm.
just randomly shove them, inch or two in the ground in the area you plan on hunting. Because dude, once they start coming up, the deer are gonna be there. Just, I swear, you can watch them staring at it, waiting on the right time to bite into it.
Yep.
Pumpkins too. Pumpkins too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stump, do you have the kudzu down there?
Oh yeah,
The invasive?
severely.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't have any of it on our place.
Now, is that Chinese stuff that they
Yep.
brought in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a long time ago they brought it in as a supposedly semi-natural cattle feed, and oddly enough,
Right.
cows won't touch that nasty shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when I was driving out in that area, well, really just about all over the place, especially through Tennessee and all, it looks so beautiful, though, when it is covered up so many things. But I can see how it's so invasive,
Right on.
but it sure makes a beautiful scenery.
Yeah, I tell you one that's beautiful, and the deer don't really get too much of a chance to munch on it, but you'll catch them. When things get kind of tight on them in the winter, you'll catch them still munching on, like chewing the bark on the vine itself, is wisteria. It looks like little purple grape clusters hanging everywhere through the trees.
Right.
Dude, let that stuff get tangled up in about 3 or 4 acres, and the sun hits it just right, kind of late in the evening. It's a pretty sight.
Wow. People work their ass off up here to grow that over their pergolas and stuff.
Yep. I do that here too.
Oh, dude, it
Well, I tell you,
goes wild here all over the place.
Right on.
I planted some trumpet vines a few years back, and I kind of wish I never would have now, because I'm tell you that. And I even buried a steel ring down about 10 inches so that it would hold it in its place.
Yeah.
It has come out from underneath that, under the fence, over into the neighbor's yard, and that's what gets me pissed off. At least I keep mine under control, but the neighbor, they have no idea, and it comes back through my wooden fence, and I'm having to use the weed eater almost shoulder high, cutting the son of a bitch back down.
That'd bring in some hummingbirds, though.
Yep.
Mhm.
Right.
I've been watching them the last few days. They came in a little early this year.
Oh, gentlemen, I'll be right back.
Probably because of all the rain.
Right.
But this year they seem to be totally different. They used to, the years past, they would come and sit and everything else. This year they're really flighty. I mean, they won't sit down and drink worth shit. They come and fly and drink, but not sit.
I don't see them until late June, early July up here anyway.
Right.
My aunt's got this little small garden in front of her cottage up north, and see it all the time. And it's kind of they're kind of cool to watch. I like watching them. There's either what's the next step down from an eagle? What's that bird?
A hawk or
No,
an osprey?
Osprey.
Osprey.
There's either an osprey or the world's largest hawk. That I went to take a picture of it, but it lives in Dorchester, Mass. All right, and for those who don't know Dorchester, Mass, it's part of Boston, so it's the city. There ain't a tree in the fucking city other than on the common, for Christ's sakes. Okay, it's in between. It's way the hell up, in between two billboards. You know how the billboards have the girders?
Right.
This freaking nest has got to be 4 foot round.
Yep, it's an osprey.
Wow.
Right? And all of a sudden, I'm walking into this place to get some stuff I was picking up, and I'm hearing, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And I looked up. I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now? There's chicks in there." So I asked them in there. She goes, "Yeah, we hear them every once in a while." She goes, "Let me tell you, that ain't no hawk. It ain't no pigeon." She goes, "We don't have any pigeons around here." Yeah, you know why? Because whatever lives there is eating them. You know. I
Is
just thought
that is the osprey the one they say is the fastest bird?
No, that's a peregrine falcon.
Peregrine. I got to watch a peregrine nail a goose at work. I think 2 years ago. I walked out the back door to have a smoke, and I looked up and just caught this dot. I mean, as far up as I could focus, and this goose come flying across, and that dot started dropping. Holy smoke, was that spectacular.
Where they fly I think they hit 200.
Right.
215, something like that, is what
Yeah.
they've been clocked at in their free dives.
Really?
Peregrines are,
Hey, Cobra.
they go after birds.
Yep.
Your ospreys are going to live closer to water because they're like eagles. They eat mostly fish.
I tell you, when I was in grade school, my living out in the country, out in Kansas, and somebody had shot a red-tailed hawk and clipped its wing or whatever, where it couldn't fly at the time. So my brother got it, my oldest brother, made a cage for it and everything else, and got it to heal. And then he took it out and was training it on his arm and all that kind of stuff, so he'd fly and come back and everything. But when we set it free, this hawk would not fly over 6 to 8 feet off the ground. I guess he was scared from the heights, since whoever shot him, he was probably way up in the air or whatever, and took that fall, because we never saw him fly, like I said, more than 8 foot or so off the ground.
They're ratters. They go after mice and rabbits and stuff like that. The red tails do.
No, they'll nail a pheasant when they can also.
Yeah.
Well, he sure did like the jackrabbits out there in the plains.
Oh yeah, the hawks will grab the rabbits too. I've seen hawks grab fucking puppies, so I'm probably mistaken for a fucking rat. I think the son bitch has got my it's either that or the foxes got my my groundhogs. I'm pissed because I wanted to get them.
Yeah, Mike, I just noticed out there, we got so many wrenches in that damn chat room, a troll couldn't fit in there if they tried.
Absolutely.
There just ain't no room.
That's called security.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Talking about a militia.
I'm scrolling up, and the last person that said something was Ronnie Brown, that doesn't have a wrench.
I gave Eric a wrench. I've known Eric for 3 years, so I think I can trust Eric, or better, one or the other. But yeah, I put up with trolls for a little while. I know a couple of you were here for those.
Wrench militia.
Ask Gear. Gear will tell you. If Gear's still here, he'll tell you.
Right on.
We went through a spat with those sons of bitches.
Oh, is this the Lost Spider Co. and all that good stuff?
No, it was before. It was before the. It was probably a year before the $8 law went into the fucking drink.
Ah, okay.
You know.
Mm-hmm. There we go with that shit.
Oh, see, don't be like stumped.
Hey, so what you, me, Ed, when are we all gonna do a weekend?
I don't know, but I want to go turkey hunting if I can. When's turkey hunting season end?
A couple weeks, end of the month, ish.
I need a day off to go turkey hunting with you.
I don't turkey hunt. I'm talking like fishing, saltwater, freshwater, whatever.
I don't know. I have my fishing license. I just have to. if we go saltwater, I have to buy the $10 saltwater license.
Well,
Whatever the hell it is. For
yeah, depends on what. Yeah,
Well, it's $10 in Mass and $10 in Maine. New Hampshire's probably 25 because you know how they have
I have no idea.
no taxes. They got to get their money back somehow.
Boy, driver, you got a needy dog over there, huh?
Yeah. She felt it was time to get some loving.
Look at that! You didn't even use peanut butter.
We got to do a fishing trip this year.
I'll do it.
Get
Yeah, 14
Ran-
guys with cameras. Somebody better turn one on. Dang it!
get Randy Rodko in and get
I did a
Sargent and
I did a video, Stevie. I did a video. Actually, I fucking retard me. I did 3 videos, and I downloaded the one with Chad, and then I don't know what the hell happened with the one I did. I did 2 with you, Brian. Right?
I don't know.
When we were in the, what do you call it, fishing.
Yeah,
And no, then I did 4 because 3 of them are gone because I did one outside when I was jigging outside. I must have hit the wrong button or whatever, but 3 of them got deleted. And Chad's is the only one because they came across the movie maker like this, you know, and so it just so happened Chad's was first. I did that one because back then I didn't know that you could put everything together.
yes.
You
Well,
know,
they still should be on your computer somewhere, Mike. if you
I've been doing. I looked, and that's what Michelle told me that.
your pictures or
And who else told me that? Oh, Ed. Ed told me that.
Mm.
He's like, Mikey, it's got to be on there. And I've been searching. I don't know what else folders to look into, but I can't find it. And I wanted to too, because you know when we were in the shanty, we had the oh, help me out, Brian.
The Vexlar.
The Vexilla. I always think I'm going to pronounce that wrong, which I probably do anyway. But we had the Alexa going, and we were marking fish, and I had 2 hits that day.
I had 1.
I was talking with Chad on one, and the rod went just like this. Going, and I hit the freaking rod. It's gone.
a flyby.
I mean, but Chad and Ed are laughing their asses off. Okay, because I didn't see it because I'm yapping, I'm talking, right? And all of a sudden they were like, Mike, we're not even joking. That thing just went. And I'm like, oh well, shame on me. And then I got one in the shanty with you.
Yeah, and I had 1 fall on mine. I had 1 bump too.
And that was it. You
But
know, Ed caught the trout.
Speaking of people not putting out videos about any of that, Sarge must have took what 2 hours that day we were white perch fishing.
Yeah, and none of us got any white perch.
Well, I mean, he took how many? He took a crap ton of video, and there's not 1 second of it on YouTube.
Give me 1 sec, Bright. Eric, yeah, Eric, who's Eric? Is anybody giving you shit?
No.
No.
Eric, you know that you don't need to apologize to me. Number 1, Eric, ever. Known you way too long for that bullshit. You're not a troll, and you have an opinion, and you can spread your opinion any way you want.
Especially with a wrench.
Right.
Eric, you know me, brother. If I didn't want you here, you wouldn't be here. You know, I haven't changed, bro, since the day you met me. Since the day we used to be on all the chats with Chris and all them.
And I'll be 100% honest with you. When I met Chad, I had no idea who the fuck he was. Excuse my language. I had no idea who he was.
Really?
No idea.
He's been on the Quagmire like, I don't know, 100 times.
Yeah, probably a night that I never watched.
Boy, I know who he is, and my bank account's starting to hate him.
Um,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get a couple of his knives that I bought off him over
that
here.
was still that.
I never knew who he was, and then Ed said something to me, and I went, "Oh, that's the guy you're buying all the knives from." And Chad giggled. Yeah, that's me.
Speaking of knives, because I know you didn't see my video yet.
Yes, I did.
Did
got
you see
a
it?
Gonzo.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Another
Saw it.
another
Got
Firebird.
another Gonzo,
Another Firebird.
but from Stalker Steve this time.
Dr.
Yep,
Steve.
Stalker Steve. That's right.
And its shop is all hell.
Yeah, mine's bit me a couple times.
And the point alone will fucking bite you. One of the guys at work says, "So it's that knife sharp?" I said, "I don't know." So the skid just came in, right? And it's got the nylon straps, for the cover. And I went like this. I went doink, 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 doink. I didn't slice it. I literally, I swear to God, I went like this. I went doink, 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 doink. He goes, "Get the fuck, let me see that knife." I was going to tell you something. If you cut yourself, I'm not going to feel bad.
Right?
Mikey, Eric's asking again. He's updated and wants to try it again.
All right, Eric. Give me 1 sec.
So you got a Gonzo, but what you don't have is a Browse.
Nice.
Now, yeah, but now
I
what's
do
the
not.
price difference between a Gonzo and a Browse?
Well,
yeah.
Put
this
that
is a
Browse,
little-
put the
this is a
Browse
little
up
bit.
again, though.
That thing has
like
got the weirdest blade shape.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know those are nice knives. Almost understand me. I'm not an idiot, but I don't like that style of blade.
That'd be
Yeah.
I didn't at first either, but it's really grown on me.
Because it's the
recurve right here.
Yeah,
I
would
don't
be
like the
odd.
recurve.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says.
There,
That would be hard to skin a deer with, or gut it. Well, not gut a deer, but
Oh no, this
skin
is
it. You can't.
this is a gentleman's knife.
Yeah, you can't
that's
do
what
anything
I
with that
consider a
knife.
gentleman's knife.
Yeah, you can't. But that's what I'm
with the
saying.
word
Exactly.
gentleman's knife, you're talking 3 or 4 times the price of the Gonzo.
Yeah. Oh, and like 10.
Right.
10,
But
11.
but here's the thing, though. Right. Here's the thing, and he has a Gonzo because Chad gave
I have two.
myself.
I have two.
Right. Chad gave myself and Brian.
Yep.
Gonzos when we met that day at Ice Fish.
Mine's
Okay.
out in the truck. I wear it every day.
And but here's the difference, though, driver. You're 100% right, Eric. Good to see you, brother. Here's a difference. Like I was just saying to Brian, I can use this knife for lots and lots of things. And like Brian said, that's a gentleman's knife. You can't use that for as many things as I can use this one for.
I think I've carried this once.
A
I love the
Spyderco,
wool on that thing.
a Spyderco to a bird is like a Gonzo to a what?
Mm.
A Wii, if you will, because they're both Chinese made.
No. I mean, yes, they are Chinese made, but
Gonzo's just Gonzo. They don't have a big brother.
They don't have a big brother?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Gonzo is basically like the king of clones. They copy everybody.
I'll tell you what.
I don't
They
have a
don't-
Gonzo,
they
so
make-
I'm wondering.
They make nice knives. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah,
mean,
they're
that's-
really nice knives, and they
any
follow
other
patterns.
blade, any other company, that's $100 flipper. Gonzo, it's a $20-$30 flipper.
And I like
You know,
that has a
it's-
nice size hole for a lanyard.
Yeah,
A lot of them
they're
aren't.
great knives.
A lot of them aren't big enough for a lanyard. I mean, that's beautiful size for a lanyard right there. You know.
Well, I'm a cheap SOB, so like I said, I want high quality but cheap.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Gonzo, 38
And
bucks.
things like
and it's an
Gonzo
awesome
and bird
blade.
are what I'm looking for.
Spyderco, Gonzo. Spyderco's are no. You can get a tenacious. You can get a tenacious for $38.
Well, I've got a
30.
tenacious, but like I said, that was because I got it for like $18 because I had so many credits at
Right. Amazon
Bass
or
Pro,
whatever.
something like that.
Bass
Yeah.
Pro.
But
But-
like the Gonzo and the bird I don't have a Bird and I don't have a Gonzo, but those seem to have the same kind of quality as their bigger brother. But Gonzo doesn't have a bigger brother, so I guess Gonzo is just in its own class.
Right.
If I can chime in here, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Eric.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I honestly don't carry any tactical folders or whatever you want to call those things. I carry a Swiss Army knife and a fixed blade, and then my Leatherman.
Yep.
I don't
Right.
I don't
Eric,
carry
what do
any little flip blade. So
Eric, what do you carry for a fixed blade, by the way?
well, in my normal life, I don't carry any fixed blade. But I do. Basically, the last 2 years I've been going back and forth between. I've got the what is it? Those El Salvador, the Condor blades. Yeah.
Yep.
What's the big one? I'm
The
terrible
Bushlore?
with.
The,
Bush lore?
Yeah, I've been working with the Bushlore for the last 2 years, and then there's the one that's much more slim.
the one you had in your video?
Actually,
the one?
I don't think I've ever used the one that I'm talking
you?
about in a video.
Okay.
It's like the one that's based upon. Gosh darn it, and I'm totally brain farting right now.
More?
The Nesmic. Isn't
Nes-
it the Nesmic one?
Mm. I believe so. Stump, are we right on that?
Yeah, Condor makes a Nesmic type knife.
Yes.
Yeah, the Condor Nesmic. So I've got the Bushlore and the Nesmic as far as fixed blades, and then a handful of.
I thought that. Okay, I was wrong then. I thought that I saw you on one of your videos. Might have been the bush law you had.
Yeah, it was probably the Bushlore because
Yeah.
that's the one that I usually, if I'm going to throw something on my waist, that's the one. I really like the Nesmic one. That one's got a good feel when I'm cutting things. It's just not a big old manly knife, you know what I'm saying? But as far as practicality goes, it's actually a very good knife.
But see, I'm a fan favorite for more fixed blades. They're just for the money you can't beat them, and I don't know what it is. I mean, I can't imagine why a company like Moore hasn't come out with a skin in it yet. I can't fathom the reason why they haven't done that.
Like this little baby.
Yeah, I don't know why Moore
This
doesn't
is
do that.
The Benchmade Hidden Canyon Hunter.
I
from
don't
the Fat Man.
I don't need a
And-
skinner because I got one from the Fat Man. I got a buck.
But I carry this. You can carry it cross draw,
Yeah.
and if I carry a fixed blade, this is what I carry.
So,
And I got my little NECA I got from the Fat Man too. I have a little NECA with a Kydex sheath. I did a video on that. You guys saw that, right? It's a little.
I'm starting to get the impression here I'm the only person that carries a fixed blade every day.
No, I
Yeah.
do nowadays.
No, I don't carry a fixed blade. I carry the folders.
Ever since I got my Damascus from the two other ladies,
Oh, I'll be in jail if I carry that thing.
I've been
Right.
carrying that one every day.
I cannot carry a fixed blade inside my work, so
Yeah, I
I
can't.
have to have a folder. If I'm bringing that back,
Exactly.
I have a folder.
But-
Exactly. I can't carry a fixed blade at work.
My folders, the folders I have, other than one, no, one or two, one, just a Kershaw that Ed gave me when I first met him. Because I'm not a serrated guy.
Mm.
I don't.
I'm not either anymore. No.
I'm just not. I'm not that. I don't like the tat. I don't know what it is. It's just I'm not knocking anybody that likes the serrated. It's for me. I just don't. But I'll tell you what. That knife, that Kershaw. I'd never seen a blade come out faster than the Kershaw off. I haven't.
Which one did you get? The 940?
No, it's a Ken what?
Ken
What's
Onion.
his name? Ken Onion.
Do you want to hear?
Is that before he got went to CRKT?
I don't know. I don't have the answer for that question.
Do you want to hear a terrible story about the bush lore from a week ago?
Shoot.
All right, I went to a bar, and some little guy. I mean, I'm about 6 foot, and this guy was about 5'4". You know, and I was just there trying to hang out with some friends, and this little dude was trying to start fights.
Napoleon disease.
Yeah.
Point is, dude came up right on me, grabbed me in a freaking headlock, and of course my right hand went right back towards which I was carrying, the bush lore. And about the time I got my head out of that headlock, I had that bush lore stuck right in his chest. I didn't puncture him. I just had that bush lore right in his chest, and the dumb motherfucker, excuse my language, grabbed the blade, and I just pulled it back, and he's like, "You cut my hand." I was like, "You put my head in a fucking headlock." And then I left.
Wow, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, it was either that or you bite him, one or the other. Last guy to put me in a headlock, I bit the shit out of him. Yeah, Brian, no problem. We'll be here.
Point is, I did stick the bush lore right into his chest, just stopped it right there, didn't push. And the dumb motherfucker grabbed the blade, and I just pulled it back, and it cut his hand, and then I went home.
Oh, poor baby.
Shame on him.
Right.
Yeah, he shouldn't have gotten me in a headlock. He tried to get me in a headlock, but yeah.
Shame on him. That's how I
As
look
far
at
as
it.
as far as I'm concerned, he got lucky.
Pretty much.
Could
I mean,
you imagine the wound cavity that big old thing would make?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, you know, he doesn't know him. He doesn't. What are you gonna do? Like for me, you put me in a headlock, I'm puncturing you with the knife.
Exactly.
Because after I've already broken my neck, and it still shows broken on an X-ray, you know, and my doctor still yells at me for not wearing seat belts, and still yells at me because I still jump off docks and rafts and everything like that up north. I will definitely forget biting you. I'm stabbing you. Put me in that log.
Well, that was my point. The guy was all offended that I cut his hand. I was like, "No, you cut your hand. I couldn't cut you. Feel nice or good that nothing worse happened. Good night. Have a good night. No, goodbye."
Right. Moral of the story,
Exactly.
Don't start shit you don't want to start.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you another little knife I got that I love is the Sandman room. Again, that the Fat Man. I think I won that one though. He had a giveaway one night, and I won that. I believe. Did I win that knife from him?
I think so.
I think I did. Anywho, beautiful knife. Probably folder. Probably the blade's got to be probably 3 1/4. But I'll tell you what, another one that's sharp as a freaking tack. And you can keep. Love my code 4. Gig Riding says.
You damn right. I'm prejudiced to it, but I swear to God, that is the best everyday carry knife you can get.
You got one to show?
Steve's got one out right there.
Let me see. Hang on.
I love this thing.
Yeah, with
Let
the
me see.
Tonto blade then?
Yep.
I'm not a Tonto guy either, but
I didn't think I was
Stevie,
till I got this one.
That's a Tonto, but that's not a.
It's not your standard Tonto. It's what's called an American Tonto.
Right.
Right.
It's not a
So
yeah.
what's the difference?
I've
Okay,
never
the-
understood the draw to the Tonto point. What do you like about it? I'd like to
It
hear your
is
opinion.
It's for stabbing.
not well. I mean, it stabs really well, but the Tonto design, that blade shape, was designed, as I understand it, and its primary intention is Steve's pointing out right there. That little point, that secondary bevel point,
Yeah.
that is the knife for slashing type cuts.
Right on.
Somebody's on your ass, and you just take a sharp edge and swing at them. That little point right there, where those two edges comes together, will just rip through the thickest and well paddedest, well insulated leather jacket you've ever seen and cleave straight to the bone.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
is that almost close to the I want to
Thanks.
say try
Thanks.
points because it's harder to sew them up or harder to
Oh, no. Yeah, I know what you're
no?
talking about. You're talking about the old triangle shaped bayonets. The thing with the Tonto, that secondary point where the two come together,
It's
is
a,
you're
Right.
swinging,
it's not.
every bit of the energy focuses on that one point in a slash.
Yeah.
So as a
What's
result, I mean, it's a lot
Because it
like an
almost
old
looks
turn
like a
plow.
box cutter.
well,
Yeah.
Gears says his is a clip point.
Yep.
Yeah, they got different shapes, but the lockup
Tonto.
on this knife is
Hold it.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
A
That
Tonto
lock.
blade and a clip point resemble each other, or what?
No.
Okay, so what's the clip point that Gear's talking about compared to the Tonto?
A clip point will kind of put you in mind of a slight similarity towards a kind of like a buoy. It's got that little
Zoop.
I
cut
know
at the end there.
right.
All right. And then a spear point, which is
Almost
very
like
much
that.
what the bush lore is. Yeah, it comes down almost center line of the blade.
Almost
Now,
like
Mike,
that, right?
that's the blade that I like, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Because you can do a lot with this blade. You get the high grind on it. You can cut. You can cut well with it. If you want
To run down anything, yeah.
yeah, I could skin with the. This is why I love blade styles like that.
Yep.
Hold on, Mike. We match.
I just think there's more to offer. And I know every knife is different, and every knife has its purpose, and every knife has its own thing. And I get all that. I'm not saying they should only make one. Okay, but
Well, to me, Tonto is more military, but I haven't figured out why.
Well,
The
and that's
Tonto is not so much military; it's a straight up defensive blade.
it's
It's
tactical.
made to fight.
Go ahead, Eric.
it's a slicing defensive blade, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yes.
Also puncturing because that blade point being that sharp angle is really strong.
Right.
Yes.
There's no big long piece of metal out there to break off.
Right on.
Right.
And do me a favor, real quick. We're not going nowhere, but I want to get back to what we're talking about. But it's fresh in my brain. Groove. If you don't talk, I'm gonna get yelled at.
Right.
So say something. Say hi. Blow a kiss so the camera's on you. You ready? Go.
Howdy.
Now with
And it picked up everybody but Groove.
right.
But
You
but my point is like, because like the blades that the Moras are, you can do what you want with those too. However, am I right with this stump? That grind stops about here on a Mora, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And not that you can't cut with it, but if you were cutting like
yeah, it sure does.
I could cut a tomato better with this knife than I can a friggin' Mora.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Your classic Mora. Okay. You've got a Scandi grind. Your cutting edge, the bevel you sharpen is from here
quarter inch, right?
all the way up here.
Or half inch.
Yeah, it's close to a half inch. But all of that is the actual sharpened cutting
Right.
edge.
Right.
Now, as a result, it's going to be beyond difficult to make sense of this on camera here. But you see the thickness of the blade? I don't know if you can tell the shape of the blade
Yeah.
from that end.
Yeah.
You're pushing all of that material off both sides. You're moving a massive amount of material to the side. That's why these aren't a great slicer. Like if you take this and try to cut a piece of cheese off a block of cheese for a sandwich, you're going to have some crumbled up shit laying everywhere.
Right.
It's
You want
6
something like
inside.
It's
that.
just too thick.
You want something like that or a Spyderco?
Right.
More
Now-
concave or
Just the
Well, I thought that's
center
why the
profile.
concave grooves were on the side of a knife, so that it would
No.
release things off to the side.
Right.
Well, that's
No,
all-
because you want
Not-
because your knife blade goes like this, right? So basically, you know, my pinkies are the point of the my pinkies are the blade of the knife,
Right.
and so if the knife is like this, as it closes, you know, if it's more narrower, it's easier for like someone was just saying, for slicing the cheese or what have you.
right.
The Mora tends to go like this, so it's not. It doesn't make it a good slice. This
Right.
Gonzo, as you can see, is like I was just mentioning, like this. So you can do
Right.
like a Spyderco is the same way. The blade on a Spyderco. If you guys have a Spyderco or a bird or whatever, look at it. It's just
Yeah, a lot of your
unless
spider
it's a
codes have
serrate
a,
on. Now, okay, Stevie. So look at that, right?
Very thin.
Yeah, and so
Mhm.
you can with that. So and I know that that's why I say every knife has its thing, you know, and you can do
Right.
things.
a
But
right.
kitchen knife is very thin and then has a secondary bevel. You know,
Right.
yes,
Which
But
basically
like
is
Bird Dog says there, though a fillet knife, for example,
yep,
is thin because you can
because
put pressure on it and you can bend it to follow the skin edge,
right.
the
right.
bone.
But that's
And-
the only thing that fillet knife is good for is filleting.
Right. And that's where you get into the right knife for the job.
Right.
Okay.
You can't fillet with
Now,
that. I mean, well,
right.
you can.
So
Now-
the best all-around knife.
in my personal opinion, for what it's worth, that is the absolute perfect everyday knife for regardless of what it is. You know,
Right.
in the office, in the truck, in the woods, even.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need a fixed blade in the woods. But the reason I say that, okay, you know, obviously this is a very old case 2-blade trapper.
Mm.
You have your ability to pierce hide, no problem. Both blades are a full flat grind.
Right.
Okay, so it's, you know, one continuous angle all the way to the spine, and then you have the sharpened. I'm not going to touch that really. The actual cutting edge itself. This is one I've got a lot of time on the strop with. I'm actually nervous of this knife these days.
Mm.
All right, so I mean that's pretty much your primary working blade.
Man
you
cuts
can-
off Slusher's finger on YouTube.
Yeah, no shit. And that little bit of a sweep right there for that belly is actually enough for some skinning.
Right.
But what really gets the trappers to being such a good knife for everyday, you can skin a deer with that no problem. It's going to take
Absolutely.
you a little while. You know, it's kind of small. You don't really have a lot of belly there, but it's there. And this right here, okay, a lot of folks want to call this like a sheep's foot or
I was
other
going to say
names.
that's almost like a sheep's foot, but it's halfway there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the reason that's there, and the reason this is actually the blade you do the bulk of your skinning task with, you know, you go in and you put the zipper in so you can get in there and pull all the guts out and everything.
Right.
You know how bad it sucks if you actually stab into the intestines and you've literally got shit
Most
to
definitely.
deal with?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is designed to go right there. It will ride without penetrating that way. That little
Right.
piece right there will just ride all day long, lifting and cutting that hide to put that zipper in there for you.
Okay, so why isn't a sheep's foot the same thing? You just have to have it at a different angle.
Yep. You would hold it at a slightly different angle, but these things, it's just kind of the natural angle in your hand. Because if you'll notice the line, the difference from here to here, that angle that takes place right here,
Yeah.
Right?
when you've got this knife upside down in your hand, okay, kind of like so, and you've got the animal on the ground, or even if you've got it up on a
Backwards
single
pressure.
tree already,
You're putting backwards pressure on that point.
yeah, you're actually pushing on this.
Right.
And it's just, back in the day, Case put the damn time into it and the research, and they got that angle right. It's just very natural. I mean, even where your thumb ends up sitting right here,
Mhm.
it's just a comfortable spot to put it. It fits.
Okay, so what's the name of that tip?
We've always called them spay blades.
Spay?
Yeah, because back in the old days, you put the rubber band up there on the hog's nuts.
Right.
There, a little while later.
Okay. So that's a spay blade compared to a sheep's foot.
Yep.
How long is that blade? It looks to be about 4 inches long.
Yeah, it's
Hold on, I'll find out.
I wish they had that exact knife with a locking blade.
Yeah.
because I've got an old granddad, or it may be a Case, that has those two same blades.
All right, that is 3 1/4, with the actual cutting edge itself being 3 inches.
Oh, is that right on? It looked much bigger in the
Right. Yeah, but I mean, for a general all-around everyday knife that you can pull out of your pocket at work and not scare the fuck out of the secretary,
I'll be right back.
dude, that don't look intrusive at all. It's not scary by any means. But something as simple as the Kershaw leak, you pull that out of your pocket, it's not a big knife.
No,
But the minute they see and hear
the end of that blade. Yeah.
that little click and it pops open on its own, people's asshole draws up so tight you couldn't get a finishing nail up there with a stick of dynamite. That little click scares the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
grew up with old timers.
Yeah, that one I
Yep.
know because
Mhm.
that was my drive-in theater find.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
I
And
had
here's
been ran over 100 times, and I had to take it completely apart. And I figured out how to finally do an assisted blade, because when I
right.
took it off, I did it up backwards, and the spring and everything sprung. And then I looked it up on the internet, and it said do it this way, and I did it backwards.
Yep. And that, like
But
that
that
right
is
there,
sweet.
that's another one. You pull that out, people are gonna look at you funny. There's nothing really wrong with that knife design. It's just you got that belly, you got a keen point, you got a small guard, the flipper makes once it's open. Something like that in public, the sheep come out. Everybody wants to fucking duck and hide.
Now, is that a bird?
No, that's actually a discontinued Kershaw. That is a very dirty at the moment. Still got blood on it. I'm sorry. The compound is what that
Cut
was
yourself.
called.
Up here, we call that a DNA sample.
It's not my blood. Um,
Like I said, I grew up with like old timers and Swiss Army knives. I never used any locking blades when I was a kid. Yeah,
right.
I don't understand people's obsession with locking blades. If you know how to use a non-locking blade, you're not going to cut yourself.
Right there is exactly the whole reasoning why lockbacks are in existence, or any form of locking blade. Today, typically the bulk of the human race that will go out and buy a knife has no fucking clue how to use it. They don't understand, the techniques, the so-called science of actually slicing or cutting. They don't understand, how to do stuff, how to lever, chest lever. they don't get it. They don't understand it, and they inevitably, while it's open, will do something stupid. You know, this grip like this in the middle of trying to do something, get the blade stuck, try to pull it back, and when they do, right into their cells, and usually that index finger ends up with 6 to 8 stitches.
Yeah, and see, I just don't get that. I mean, I grew up with non-locking blades. So I just don't get the obsession with the locking blades. But
Yeah.
But
Well,
I take
like you just said, you know how to use it, you know how to manipulate it, you know how not to butcher yourself with it.
I grew
Most
up
people don't.
more with lock backs than liner locks.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I've got
Yeah.
my favorite. I mean, I'm hankering to, whatever you want to call it, the lock backs rather than liner locks.
Yep.
They just,
Yeah.
because these liner locks just seem so thin
They are,
that
and they
I'm
will
afraid
fail.
that it will fail. Yeah.
It
Where
will.
a lock back is as thick as a freaking blade, and I feel just so much safer.
I'll tell you, if you want a lock back that's an exceptional knife, and here again, we're going back to the code 4, Steve's got it handy. The locking system they use in that is what they call the triad lock. If you ever get the chance, Google that or go to Cold Steel's site and watch their videos
Well,
on the
triad
triad
would mean
lock.
3 different ways.
Right, there are 3 different mating surfaces that come into contact. When that knife is actually locked open, if Steve will click it open, that thing sounds like the breech block on a howitzer closing when that knife locks up.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
That is
Now,
an
show it,
extremely solid lockup, and Steve can probably tell you right now.
show it up close there, Steve. I gotta click on you.
Now, if you'll watch Steve's thumbnail, if he
Let me,
tries to, or however he chooses to
Yeah, I
close it,
love a lock back.
when you go to push down on that lock back, you're not pushing down on Grandpa's old buck that took like 2 pounds of pressure.
Yeah,
You're
look how
talking
thick it is.
10 to 15 pounds of pressure to open that lock enough for that blade to close.
Right.
Now, I have seen the videos of that knife shoved into a piece of pipe, like so, and weights hung off the end of it, testing the strength of the lock. That thing will support over 400 pounds of free hanging weight.
Well, I guess that's why I like those better than a liner lock.
Yeah. That
Yeah, this
triad lock is the strongest lock back on the market.
But I
This
hadn't
one-
heard triad.
Yep, triad.
Yeah, it locks on the back. It bumps up into a pin, a big heavy pin into a notch. I'm looking for the third.
The third is actually the blade itself, and the lock
Yeah,
engages into 2 separate points, and that crossbar right above the pivot,
right.
that's where all of the weight and the stress end up being transferred to.
Yeah,
So any pressure you put on it is distributed down the entire knife, not just on the lock.
right.
That triad lock is a monster, and it
Sure.
takes some real effort to unlock that thing. You're not going to accidentally unlock it just by gripping it like you can the old buck lockbacks.
Right. Yeah, if you got arthritic fingers or something, you might even have trouble getting it unlocked.
Yeah.
Because it takes some squeezing, let me tell you.
Yep.
like I said, I grew up with the ones that didn't lock at all. But the first locking one I ever had was actually a buck knife, probably around 1986 or something.
Uh-huh.
God, you're still young.
I was born in '75. I'm not that goddamn old.
I know. I said no. I was saying, God damn, you're young.
Probably around 86, 80.
Yeah.
I was 12. I had my first.
I was out of high school.
With that, I don't know the proper name, but that type of locking mechanism.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I honestly think that's the only one I ever owned that way. It was a buck knife way back in like 85, 86. somewhere around there.
Mhm.
I mean, even though I'm sorry,
I've
go
owned
ahead.
a few flippers, but I'm not happy with the flippers with that other lock. I don't know. I just prefer the ones that don't lock or fixed blade personally.
Right
Yeah.
on.
That's just me. It's the way I grew up. So
Oh, I totally
Well,
understand and can agree with you because I mean I have a fairly substantial collection of old slip joints, old case and old timers and stuff like that. And that's what I grew up with. The first two knives I ever had, and I've still got one of them. One of them got lost, unfortunately. One was an old two-blade Barlow back when they actually still had wood handles instead of that plastic crap they put on them.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And God, I think I got that thing. I was 9, 10 years old.
Mhm.
And the other one is actually a Klein and Son tool folding pocket knife with the bail on it. It's an electrician's knife, basically.
Now you talking slip back just as the ordinary? I mean, without it locking. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
just
calling a slip back?
slip joint.
Slip joint?
And and what happens on
Yeah,
those is
just a regular pocket knife.
yeah,
Right.
the back spring on them. It doesn't really lock, but it holds it open due to friction
Right.
in a way. Because as you open the blade, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here or not, but right here,
Yeah.
your back spring, you'll see it push out,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then when it engages, it lays back down flat. Well, that gives you, a couple, 2, 3 pounds of resistance from just closing up.
Yeah.
I love my old slip joints, but at the same time, I really like, my lockbacks and liner locks and
Well,
Well,
so-called
this
tactical
I
type
have
knives.
come to finally admire or see why I need a locked back rather than a what you call a joint.
Mhm.
Now I still carry just a regular pocket knife, an old granddad or an old timer or whatever,
Right?
that I can open up and cut and flip back down, just for practicality.
Yep.
right.
Basically,
Where
what
the
you,
locked backs,
What do you,
where you actually have to make another movement to close it.
what kind of locks are on the Gonzos?
some
That'd
are
be a locked back.
some are liner locks, some are lockbacks, and some are a copy of the Axis lock.
So what's this one?
Now, hold it. You said another one there, axis lock.
Let me see the belly of the handle there, Mike. No, yeah. All
see
right,
the belly of the beast.
That's all
kinda
straight
hard.
through. That's straight through. That's
This
All
has
right, so
got
you've got the
the spring-loaded
I got
pin.
the spring loaded pin right
yeah
here,
that's a variation of the Axis lock.
and then you just
Now, the axis lock, though, but it looked like it had a button on it that you got to slide to close.
it does. It's right here.
Yeah, you take your thumb and your forefinger, and there's a rod that goes to it. You got to
See
pull
right?
it back.
Yeah, see right here,
And that's called the axis lock.
and I go like this because there's a button on the other side, and I go like this and doink without cutting my finger off.
Yeah, watch it
Right.
will drop.
Yeah, the less.
Now see the old slip
Now,
pocket
is the
knife.
axis lock done? I'm sorry, Steve. Is the axis lock done with a bearing?
I don't know. I don't know how it's done.
Not to my knowledge. I've never opened one up.
No, it's all right. So there it is, open. I don't know if this is too close for you or
No,
too
that's
far
fine.
away.
That's fine.
All right, so there it is. There it is. As you can see, it's okay. And then when it locks, it goes like that. So this is the mechanism in there. Driver,
Yeah,
let me open it again. All right, so now it's open. I mean, it's closing, but then I'm gonna lock it back, and I just
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of a bearing.
No,
they're
it's
actually
just
spring loaded.
yeah, spring-loaded pin. That's all.
Yeah, there's more than likely there's a spring on either side, probably between the liners and buried in the handle scales. And that rod that's going across, he's having to pull back to unlock it. Those springs push it forward. And once the blade is extended enough, right,
Yeah.
there'll be a cutout in the back of the blade itself past the pivot. And that
Yeah, but it-
crossbar, basically just like crossbar safety on an old rifle, it just
Right.
springs forward in there and holds it in place.
Drew, how are you? Good to see you.
But
I'm
isn't
fine.
it some kind of a barrel? What am I saying? I lost my train of thought.
It
A barrel bearing that you have to push forward again to lock it.
Yes.
no, the
No.
springs push it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
it
I don't
locks
see
automatic.
springs.
I don't see springs either, driver. But what I'm looking at, right? I think these guys are right. There's got to be okay. Driver, can you see that this circle part in here?
Yeah, I see
Okay.
it real well.
Now I think inside that, driver, your spring is there. Cause watch, I'm gonna try to do this so you can still see it when I lock it.
Well, yeah, a spring isn't necessarily a
Okay.
Yeah, I see the barrel spring or the barrel.
Right.
Whatever.
I think the spring's inside the barrel. That's what I think.
Okay, to hold the pressure against it is
Yes.
the spring.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I think. I mean, I'm with you.
You know, I've never had a knife where you had to have to pull down on the sides to be able to fold it closed.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm a little confused on it.
Yeah.
I've never had one like that.
Now,
Yeah, just a spring-loaded push pin. That's all.
But that other
Push
one that
pin,
I have,
okay.
that other flipper I have, with the assist there, the one I won, with the cowboy guy there, I got the wrong knife and he got the.
yeah.
That comes out pretty quick, but again, and it's got the assist on it. But again, I haven't seen one with the assist that comes out as quick as that Kershaw does.
Yeah.
I'm really, really impressed with that knife.
wish my video
Yeah,
would
that's why I was so really surprised with that leak that I found. I've had some other assisted, but that leak, man,
Yep. Leak's a good one too.
that'd give you goosebumps.
Yep.
Now, the thing is, assisted knives, you have to initiate the blade coming out, and then the spring takes over. That's what makes them legal.
But now that's an automatic you're holding there.
Yeah. Now, this, an automatic, I don't touch the blade. I touch a button. I basically trigger it.
Right.
It's almost like a stiletto.
Yeah, well, that is actually an Italian stiletto.
Is it a stiletto? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You guys feel the
Texas
wind
toothpick.
blow off that?
But see, the old style. Go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that's totally illegal here.
Oh yeah, same. It is a mess too.
Well, see,
But
here
the
in
old
South
stiletto-
Carolina, I can have this, but I can't carry this. If I get caught with this on my possession in public, outside of a carrying case that is locked of some sort, this is a jail sentence.
Now,
It's a collector's item.
where does the
You
blade
carry
come
this
out
in
of?
your pocket. This is what would the old days, the greaser days, they'd call it a switchblade, because
Okay,
as
so
you can
it comes
see,
from
it
the
actually.
side. But
it
the true
swings-
stiletto, the true stilettos, right? When you hit a button, you hit your button on a true stiletto. It comes from the inside, so it'll come from like.
Oh
Straight
no,
If this is a stiletto,
Yeah,
no,
we
no.
call.
you're wrong there, Mike.
no, I'm not.
Yep. Yes, you are.
That's what we call stilettos.
No,
Those are commonly referred to as an angel blade.
We call them.
Front sliding stiletto is not a real stiletto.
I'm telling you,
No.
that's what we call.
Hang on, I'll go get one to show you. I know what you're talking about. I'll be
Right, you know
back
what I'm
with one.
saying, right?
And by the way, switchblades are now legal in Michigan.
But yeah, Mike, the true stiletto is that the one he was showing. The front sliding one is front sliding stiletto. It's not the true stiletto.
It's a OTF.
What do you call it?
OTF out the front.
Out the
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
Stiletto.
No, but that's
No,
not a
it's
true
it's a, It's an automatic dagger, is what that is.
I don't know. I could have sworn my buddy said I could have sworn he said it was a stiletto.
That's just what we used to call them, but stiletto is like calling a snowmobile a skidoo.
Calling a snowmobile a snow machine, yes.
All right, Mikey, this is what you're talking about. All right, I actuate here, straight out the front.
Right.
Nah, I don't have one of those yet.
Yeah.
Yours is a push. Are you, let me see your trigger mechanism on that.
How do those lock
Okay,
up? Because I've
like
seen
shit.
Because all right, so your trigger's on the side.
I've
But
seen
yeah,
some
but
of them that don't hold, and if you were to go to stab somebody, it'd go ahead and fold back in.
Hey,
Yep.
I destroyed one of those when I was like 13 years old by trying to puncture a tree with it, and guess what? I destroyed the spring mechanism. Not
Yep.
that.
Well, this one that he
one
had.
of the better ones on the market right now is the Benchmade Infidel,
Yes.
and they start at like $4.
Yeah.
That's almost a rifle.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing too, though. I mean, if you get into knives and you're really into knives, there's a reason you pay $400 for a Benchmade. It's not the status of, oh, I want a Benchmade. That's a high-dollar knife. It's because that is a fucking tool that looks good and will last you until your great-great-great-grandyoungins die of old age. They're built solid as hell out of great materials. The heat treat is fucking amazing.
I absolutely love my Hidden Canyon Hunter.
My point is, a front sliding stiletto. Can you actually punch it into a tree without fucking up the mechanism and it just failing? Because the one I
Well, and that's my
the one
point.
I got at Happy Fair totally failed.
The one my buddy had.
You talking about at the front?
Yeah.
Because I've been wondering about those myself. Because, like I said,
That's made to go. It's made to puncture flesh.
Like
It's not
Texas
made to
Jedi.
puncture wood.
Texas Jedi
Right.
had them to give away, and to me, like you said, it looked like to me that they would not, or they would give when you went to stab on the
They do.
front.
Okay, but I got a question.
There's, to my knowledge, no, there is not an out the front angel blade, as we call them around here. There is not one on the market that would stand the abuse of being open and stabbed into a tree.
No, but my
Just
question.
not going to happen. Yeah.
And that's
The one you have.
mine that I bought when I was 13.
Yeah.
Stop,
What was
the
that,
one-
Mike?
The one you have, okay? That looks like big and godly. The one that my buddy had was about as flat as this,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And his button for the release, for the blade to come out the front, was about as big as this button right here. And it was right smack dab on the scales.
Yep.
And he just doink, and the thing will come right out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is not a very nice knife by any means. I think this thing's probably in the neighborhood of $15-20 anywhere on the planet. I mean, it's just a cheap.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks cool. It works really great for cutting tape on a box or something like that. But would I use this to protect my life or my kids or my old lady's life or even my dog's life? Fuck no.
It's the detonator.
I might offer the motherfucker that's trying to hurt them this so that I've got the advantage because he's got a piece of shit to work with.
It's the detonator.
Yeah,
That is.
exactly.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, because I'll never waste my dollar to get one.
Well,
Now-
I guess that was these front sliding quote stilettos, these front sliding switchblades are basically useless. I mean, maybe you can puncture somebody, but the besides that, as far as carving anything, they're useless. As far as going into anything like leather, even, I think they'd fail even there. You know,
Yeah, with the exception of the one by Benchmade that NH was talking about, the that Infidel.
Yep.
Other than it, I would not trust any out the front style opening knife to puncture anything harder than a fucking inflated balloon.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Well, there's got to be one that is top rated.
Yeah, the one
That
that
big-
Benchmark was just talking about.
Benchmade.
Yeah,
Benchmark.
that
Benchmade,
Benchmade Infidel. But now
Stump.
this, you can stab that into anybody, any critter, even into a tree. You're not gonna break that.
No, because
Yeah,
it flips open. It doesn't extract.
Right.
yeah.
This is made to put a hole in somebody.
Is
Yeah.
pressure.
Yes.
Stump.
Yeah.
Did the company Stiletto make an out the front blade?
To be honest, I would be willing to say yes, but do I have that as something I'm willing to stake as saying, yeah, I know they did? No, I can't say that. I don't know for certain.
Right. I'm wondering if that, that's how that out the front blade got that name.
Well, the only way I
It's
can see an out
possible.
the front blade work is when you trigger it to go out. You've got to push a button or pull back the two sides or something like that to be able to retract it. Otherwise, it doesn't look like it will withhold.
Very good for spreading butter. Heard.
Yeah.
Good night,
The-
Drew.
Yep. No, the way they're made on the inside, well, like one like this one here, once you push that fairly large lever forward, it's basically like a cam inside of there that releases a trigger, almost like a sear and a disconnect inside of a firearm, that allows the springs to release their tension, driving it forward. Well, when they do that, they actually stretch the other set of springs that are there designed to pull it back. So when you pull that so-called trigger back, here again, you've got a separate system there. It's kind of similar to a sear and disconnect. It opens and lets the springs that are now under tension pull the blade back in. It's weird the way they work, but when you open one up and look at it, it's simple enough your average 2-year-old could figure it out.
Yeah. After I destroyed the one that I had, like I said, I saw what I bent and I tried to put it all back together, and I kind of did, but yeah, it was basically two very slim pieces of metal that engaged a spring. Yeah, it was very simple, but yeah, it was also very obvious how I screwed it up.
Right.
Well, that's why I think it would have to have a locking mechanism
Right.
before you could retract it.
You know what these things are actually made for, what they're sold for, their intended purpose?
Scaring.
Magic knife.
Make some dumb motherfucker spend $20.
Way.
I'd still like to have one.
And I see someone right in front of me.
You stole the
damn
words
right.
right out of my mouth.
Yep. These right here are the epitome of proof. And oh God, N8, help me out here. The dude from the circus, like the biggest circus in the damn world,
Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Barnum and Bailey. He was
A fool
quoted.
born every minute.
Yep.
When they're gone, too. This is their last year.
Yeah. Which is kind of a sad thing. I mean, that's a
Very
part of our
sad.
country's history that's just poof, gone. Ain't no more.
Yeah.
Came through
Yeah.
here every year.
Yeah.
It's not a part of our history, but
But
okay.
I've got to say, it's been about probably 20 years since I went to see a Barnum and Bailey.
They're after this year, they are no more.
Hey, the Shriners. Hey, I just saw it on my TV. The Shriners are bringing the fucking elephants to Peoria. So
Right.
yeah,
That's cool. You know, if you've never been to the circus, if there's one close to you, especially if it's the Ringling Brothers, go. And what just made me want to say that is, like he was just talking about the elephants. Dude, you got elephants at a circus, and if you have never been up close to something like an elephant, I mean, it's one thing to go to a zoo and see one from 30, 40, 50, 60 feet away. Get up next to it, because, I mean, they'll let you. You can actually put your hand on this thing.
Yep.
Dude, it will make you humble as all get out to realize how insignificant the human race is. It will
Right.
put the entire planet in perspective for you in a hurry. That's an amazing animal, in my opinion. I mean,
it's just not indigenous to the North American continent. You know,
right. And if you read your history books and you go back, the elephant was the first tank anybody ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, this is a living, breathing animal that is highly intelligent, has the ability to uproot massive trees, and still has the sense of touch and dexterity on the base of their feet to tell if they're stepping on a penny that's on the floor. Maybe you see the guys lay down and the elephant walks through them and never touches any of them. Because that lightest touch, where they actually touch that person, you think the dude's fixing to get squished. They can feel the motherfucker's shirt and know, oh, nope, that's squishy. I can't step there.
well, about elephant graveyards. I mean, basically, they know where to go to die.
Yeah.
Weird thing that is inherent to elephants. You know.
Yep. And if you ever want to study pack mentality, check out elephants. That will show you what a pack truly is.
Now everybody got all reminiscent.
Right.
Yeah. That was my being an oddball nerd for a minute talking about a critter.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Enjoyed hanging out. Yeah, I gotta go to the grave thing and see my buddy DJ. So yeah, you probably. I'm gonna go. Thank you for having me.
Nice
Man,
to meet you, Eric.
right. It was cool to meet you, man. And you know, Mike is here. I didn't see him come back, but I'm sure he would tell you he appreciates the hell out of you coming on here, man.
Yeah.
I'll kiss him later. But yeah, like I said, a buddy of mine's DJing like a couple blocks up from me, so I know a bunch of you don't give a shit about that stuff, but
Oh, it's all good, man. You go out and you support your friends. That's what friends do.
Right.
thank you for dealing.
Great having you around, man. We appreciate it.
Take her easy, man.
Wow, how did we go from automatic knives to elephants that quick?
Yes.
Good diverse.
I mean, I'm seriously sitting here trying to remember the last 3 minutes, whatever segue led to elephant from automatic knife, and I just can't do it.
Is the LSD.
Talking about the circus.
Oh, how to sell a guy on a $20 knife.
Right.
Yeah.
Something about there's a sucker born every minute.
Right.
That's too funny.
And as driver politely pointed out, I is that sucker.
I probably will be shortly.
Hey, we can't all be perfect, you know.
Right.
Right on. But most of us don't lose expensive lures. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Like I said,
Not very many guys spend that much on them.
I mean, what the hell are you going to do? Line your coffin with your money?
Right on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't take it with you, right?
Yep.
Might as well enjoy it while you're here.
Yeah, that's the thing too. People enjoy their money differently.
Right.
At work today, I ended up in a subdivision, one of these really high-end gated community. I think the cheapest house in that place was probably $2.5 million. Okay. All these fancy high-powered attorneys and doctors and shit. And the funny thing was, here's my great big old country redneck ass up in there with a damn tractor trailer. And, you know, my net worth is probably nowhere near theirs if you want to measure shit that way. But looking around, I seriously, honestly, deep down inside believe quality of life, I win that argument every single day.
I'm right behind you there.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how to leave this fucking thing, but I don't know what kind of job you do. I'm an operating engineer, and
The red X up in the upper right-hand corner.
yeah,
hit the telephone. You hit the telephone.
Yeah, the little red telephone thing.
I'm not that smart. Yeah.
If you're on a computer, just kind of move the mouse around and it'll show up kind of at the bottom of the screen you're looking at.
I'm on a phone.
Oh, that's easy. Put it on the floor and stomp on it.
No.
I don't recommend doing that.
That's the same thing I'm doing on the phone. Just touch your screen and the little red phone should show up at the bottom of the screen. And apparently there you got it.
Yeah.
Bye.
But yeah, man, it was interesting to see all those people just retarded rich and absolutely miserable because they chose to live in a place where they had to get permission to change what flowers are in the flower pot on the front porch.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, man. And don't get me wrong, you know, owning quarter mile of a lakefront property in one of the most beautiful, serene settings I've seen in a long time would be nice. But here again, damn backwoods redneck country boy, my ass be out there with a cooler full of beer fishing. These folks can't fish.
Right? They hire folks to fish for them.
No, they don't allow fishing there. The subdivision or whatever.
Oh.
It's the little doctor dude I delivered that stuff to today. He was telling me that the committee there views that as a, what do you call it?
Safe zone?
No, the public display of barbaric action.
Wow.
But the home association?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
shit.
God. I would never
That's
buy a
bullshit.
place that's got a home association.
No. He was actually a little concerned about the fact that all those tires on that trailer were marking up the asphalt out there. He was scared he was going to get fined because the delivery we were making was leaving something on the road.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
No thanks.
All right.
I'll stick to my little shack.
I
Yeah.
only have to leave.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a really big boat dock. It didn't weigh anything hardly, man. Truck, trailer, dock, everything. The truck didn't gross out. I bet it wasn't nowhere near 100,000. Hell, it probably wasn't even 80,000. It was just a really big, long thing. That's why we got called. You know,
Right.
we do that shit. I mean, hell, the crane that picked it up and set it in the water for them other boys to anchor it to the little concrete deals they had poured with the hinge pins in it. Hell, the damn crane wasn't even a 20-ton crane. It was a freaking boom truck.
Huh.
Yeah, but they get to tell their neighbors, you know how much money I spent having that dock brought here?
Yeah, no shit, because we stuffed them with a fucking bill.
They love that.
We.
Love that. I got a buddy who does brickwork and brick repair and builds walls and all that.
Mhm.
And when he goes down to our fancy little neighborhood down below me here, he triples his price or they will not hire him.
Because if he's too cheap, then something must be wrong with his work.
Right.
Right. He's
Well,
not
that
using
and he can't
quality
bring
parts.
a cocktail party.
Yeah. You
I
see,
spent
folks like us,
$4,000 on that sidewalk.
yeah, folks like us, we got a plumbing issue. We're bragging to our buddies. Dude, I went down to Lowe's, got everything I need done it myself. $12.
Yep.
These motherfuckers ain't happy unless they blew 12 grand to have somebody replace a washer.
Yeah.
And some you even posted it on Facebook. This is what you need to get.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you got any plumbing, I don't give a damn if it's that black funny pipe, PEX, PVC, CPVC, copper, whatever. The shark bite fittings. They work on all of it, just get the appropriate size, and you literally cut out the bad section, slide it on, slide the other piece in, and walk away. There ain't no fucking glue, there ain't no damn thread tape, nothing. Just, it's every bit as easy as plugging your damn phone up to charge it at night. Just shove it in and walk away.
Mhm.
And the lowest rated one's 120 psi. There
Right.
ain't a house in the country that's got 120 psi inside the house. They cost a little bit more than just regular PVC fittings, but damn it, they're fucking worth it.
Wow. I'm looking at something that I got in one of my my Hunt Vault boxes.
Yeah.
And it's one of those sucker born every minute thing.
Right on.
So this right here is called the Hawk Deer Drag or Cinch Deer Drag from
Sorry about
Hawk. And all it is it looks like a half-inch piece of PVC pipe that they bent and a wire with some grommets so that you can.
Looks like something you just took out of your bedroom that we shouldn't be seeing.
Say that NH, you can use that to carry a beaver.
Yes, you can. I just took it out of the package, and then when I go set my traps next weekend, it's definitely coming with me. But
One loop on
this you could probably spend $2 on and make it yourself.
right.
I have no idea what they sell for. I got it in my subscription box, but
Spend $10 on 100 foot of paracord, cut it up in 3-foot sections, put a bowling knot on either end. You got the same thing.
Really?
you don't even need that. You just need You just need a double overhand knot.
Yeah.
Cinch 2 legs up and put a stick in between it.
Yeah.
That's how I skin my muskrats. Double overhand knot, and 8-inch piece of paracord that I double overhand knot made. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, just paracord.
Yep.
Now this is like coated wire though.
Oh, okay.
The double ferrule to connect it.
Oh, so that's made for them, 1,000-pound deer Mikey claims they got over there.
Yeah, and it gives you a picture on how to hook it up.
Oh, wow.
Around the antler, around the foot, and drag. And it says it's a 40% reduced drag because it raises the head and neck off the ground.
Yeah.
So does grabbing one antler.
And you can catch every bush you pass by.
And with the doe, you insert it into the bottom jaw. You hook it around the bottom jaw and close the mouth. That's that. And you can pull it with an ATV.
Well, isn't that kind of silly? If you have an ATV, you don't need that.
Yeah, right.
Unless you got a trailer. Well, I mean, yeah, if you got racks, you can put it on there.
Or if you got a piece of rope or a piece of paracord.
Yeah,
right. You can drag it with a paracord.
Yeah.
I don't drag.
I mean,
I throw it on my 75.
I'm not complaining because anytime I get one of these boxes, I pay $40 a month for it.
Right.
And last month, was this last month? No, this was 2 months ago. The value was $99.
Nice.
Oh no, this was last month.
Um,
I got a crow call, a
I have
hunting
a
tool,
profile.
a face mask, a scent shield compression bag, and an emergency rain poncho. $99.
Cool. Not bad.
And probably in a couple months, what I'm going to do is get a whole bunch of stuff in there from these boxes that I don't need, that I won't ever use, and maybe do a giveaway. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think you should give away some beaver meat.
I don't have any actually, I do have a beaver leg in the freezer. That was supposed to be fisher bait for this year, and I never set a fisher trap.
My only experience with putting a beaver down was a slight case of overkill.
I never killed one yet.
At fairly close range, 300 Win Mag, it's might much for a beaver.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you should have barked them.
Dude, in the middle of the pond? Come on. There's no
Kinda
damn
like a-
tree in the middle of it.
Kind of like a 12 gauge for a friggin' woodchuck. I mean, for a chipmunk.
Mouse. Right?
Dude, this was more like using a 12 gauge with slugs for a fucking mosquito. It just, it splattered the damn thing.
That's
There
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
a chunk
Sprayed.
of meat nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a spray lat.
No, when he shot it, it turned into stew meat.
Well, when I shot the chipmunk, it turned into friggin' vapor. It was just liquid.
Yeah. I will say I was happy that I didn't have the 220 Swift out there that day. That probably would have made an even bigger mess due to the sheer velocity.
What'd you say? You're driving for Swift now?
No,
oh, sorry.
fuck you, cocksucker.
My wife just came home, and my wife came home from work, and she got me a treat. That's why I just left. She got me a treat, Mountain Dew, and I was texting her earlier, and she got me a whole big thing of Reese's, but she's hoarding the Reese's eggs there. She gave me two, so I can't say she didn't share. She loves me enough to give me two, so I can't really complain.
Better get that sweet talking going.
I don't want to get off subject, but I have to for 10 seconds.
Hey, it's your chat, brother. Go for it.
We're on the chat. We're on the chat today, and I was chatting with Gia. And line of the day. You ready? So Gia said something, and I says, I'm off to my second job. He says, Mike, that's a lot of, it's a lot. I don't know how you do it. I goes, it's like, 65, 66 hours a week or something to that effect comes out to be. And then he says, there's no time to sleep. He goes, never mind. You sleep on your chats.
Oh, damn.
I remember reading that too, yeah.
Line of the day. I thought it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Right on.
So I had to give him props because, he's not going to come out and tell you what he said, but I am.
Right.
I'd rather drink Mountain Dew any day of the week over friggin' Moxie. ZPD, I don't know if you weren't here last week, but can you? I sent you a message on YouTube.
Yeah, that Moxie stuff, it's kind of like a licorice based flavor, ain't it?
No, Moxie tastes like
Kind
ass.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. It's hard to explain. You really would have to try it to.
Moxie.
There's nothing like it.
Gross. My old man loves it.
Didn't you?
The only way to drink it is out of a glass bottle, though.
Ooh, I can't. I just can't do it.
I got a 12 pack of Moxie sitting in the kitchen.
Oh, stop.
That's the soda I was drinking when I first came on tonight.
I know it is. I'm just saying, but I'll never share a shanty with you again if you keep telling me about Moxie.
It wasn't even your shanty; it was Ed's, and I was in there first.
It wasn't Ed's shanty. Ed has the clam shanty. That wasn't a clam we were in. Was it?
Yeah,
So what
it
do y'all
was.
fuckers do? Just do a breaking and entering on somebody's random fishing shack?
Yeah, pretty
Sounds
much.
like it.
No,
We
it's
pretty
a
much do
group
what
of
we wanna
them, and they all kind of put their stuff out, and they all share it.
Oh, okay.
Like the Bob house that Ed was always cooking in over the winter
Right.
videos. That's not his Bob house.
Okay.
That's his buddy's Bob house. But they all share it.
Right. Right.
They're in
Oh,
there. They're in there that shallow for the shiner, not the shiners, the smelt and the
Smelt.
rainbow trout, and and then they go out deeper for the Lakers.
And the
Yeah.
their cuss-cline traps are out there too.
Yeah.
You know, while we're on the subject of Ed, I want to pick on him for just a second.
Go. You better tread easy.
He'll laugh at this. You know, our company, we do a lot of very large stuff that we haul and deliver. You know, all the police escorts and all that crap. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Ed's address that's on the desk for a delivery now, because it's coming from Yeti, going to his neck of the woods.
You know, that wouldn't.
Put the address in the internal, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Mike, you kind of missed the point of that being a joke.
I know that. I'm just saying. Hey, Oily, what's going on? How you been?
Hey, Ms. Oily.
Don't even say Crown Royal.
Ooh.
Oh, Crown Royal. Crown Royal and a cigar. Yeah, the little purple baggie, yes. Crown Royal and a cigar. There's nothing better than that. A true after-dinner cordial.
I'm not a big Crown Royal fan.
I wasn't either, but it when I first had it, I was like, I had it again. I was like,
Catching on.
I'm a Gentleman Jack or a Jim Beam or a nice Johnny Walker.
There's no such thing as Gentleman Jack.
There is a Gentleman Jack.
Yes, there is a Gentleman Jack.
And it is
Because when you drink that shit,
really
you're not
good.
a gentleman no more.
Gentleman Jack is really good.
I used to love old granddad. I have a beer and a shot of old granddad.
Beer and a bump. Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Crown and Coke. Oh, honey. Have some sugar.
While we bring up drinking, I actually got paid to do shots with my boss man today.
Really?
Yeah.
And is that Robert De Niro? That's the other thing I can't do is I could never mix
beer and liquor.
no, liquor with soda. I just
So
couldn't.
you've never had a whiskey and ginger?
Jack and Coke. I told you the story last week. I told the story last week about the Jack and Coke.
Do you like ginger ale?
I wouldn't even sit. No, I do, but not with booze. I wouldn't even serve a Jack and Coke to somebody at the bar.
I will.
It's almost getting time for that Lynchburg lemonade too.
Oh yes, that's good shit.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker, and that's good shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I remember that.
Ooh,
I
the
remember
Coke,
the old
that's
pepper
so
mixes.
great.
Yeah, rum and Coke is ooh.
Yeah.
My brother used to drink dark rum and pineapple juice.
Bacardi and Coke Sandy is really cool.
It was the weirdest flavor in your mouth that you'd ever have, but it was really good.
Yeah.
It smelled horrible.
Yeah, I bet.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not real big on beer, but talking about mixed drinks, I got a buddy of mine. He's in moved back at New Jersey, dumb fuck. But me and him used to sit around and drink Irish car bombs all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't do it. Can't do it.
we had a little system set up. We'd set 12 of them up, right? We had 12 each in front of us, and it was a race. Now, the odd part was we'd give ourselves a half hour to down 12 of them. First motherfucker to pass out lost. For anybody that don't know, trying to down 12 Irish car bombs in a half hour,
It's impossible.
yeah, it's damn near suicide.
Especially with the Jameson in there.
Yes, sir.
And the problem with the car bomb is you have to chug it fast enough.
Give me a piece of meat.
You have to chug it fast enough to pass the curdles through without them ever touching you
Microphone's
at all.
Yep.
Because you
quite
get that
literally-
kernel in there and it's like, it's all over there.
you quite literally have the shot glass and the glass here, and as you're dropping it, you're already starting to take the entire thing as a shot.
Yep.
If you don't end up with Guinness on your face from the splash of the shot glass, you're taking too damn long.
Yep.
But man, are they good.
The new drink that everybody around here seems to be drinking at the bar is the Vegas bomb, whatever the hell that is. It
Hadn't heard of
looks
that one
like
yet.
sugar. It looks like sugar.
Oh wow.
Oh, there you go.
It's a diabetic's worst nightmare drink type deal.
Oh wow. Yeah, I definitely don't need nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your hangover right there.
Yeah.
No, if I'm going to mixed drink, it's Grateful Dead. Yeah, it's a lot of booze. It's a lot of booze.
Yeah.
Or Long Island iced tea.
I like
Those
Budweiser.
can be dangerous.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, they can.
That's why you're shut off after 2.
Right.
Budweisers are the best you can drink. King of beers.
Yeah, I'm a Coors man. If I'm drinking the cheap stuff.
My wife just said Coors at the same time you just did.
Yep.
Yeah, I always like Coors myself too.
Yeah.
If I wasn't drinking Budweiser, it was the Michelob or Amstel. Amstel Light. But it's only Amstel Light because I don't even know why I drink Amstel Light. Probably
You
because
know what they call Coors Light sex in a canoe, right?
no,
Because it's fucking close to water.
right?
Yep. I think the only thing closer to water is natural light.
Ooh, Natty Light.
No.
Yeah.
What else is close to water?
Bush.
They have an old Milwaukee
Bush.
light.
Yeah.
Michelob Ultralight.
Oh yeah,
is
Mickey
water.
Ultra. Mickey Ultra.
Camel
Keystone
Piss
Light.
Light.
Keystone Light, Bird Dog. That was my college beer right there. Keystone Light. You get a 30-pack for $19.99.
Miller High Life. Miller High Life.
Or if you really wanted to get messed up,
PBR.
no, Colt 45s were $2.50 a piece.
They still
Old
drink that
English.
shit today.
Oh God.
Old English, baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
45.
I used to steal that out of people's refrigerators up north. Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, I love PBR. PBR is good stuff.
That and I grew up
That's
on
a
Schlitz and
7.
Budweiser.
Here's a flashback. Anybody remember Olympia
Nope.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yep.
and the plastic kegs?
What about Zima or Red Dog?
Zima. Wait a minute. Zima
That
is
was that was homo shit. That
I mean, I was a kid growing up, but
but Zima was
that was the clear beer.
that was gross.
Didn't that taste like Alka-Seltzer, basically?
Yeah, it tastes like tonic water with fuzz.
And then there was Red Dog.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't do. I liked. I didn't even like Bud Ice. I was
Yeah, that didn't last long.
I was Bud guy, and now they put fruit in it. They put lime in Bud Light.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
fucking-
Bud Light lime.
Yeah.
People
My
put-
stepdad loves Bud
people
Light
put lime in their Corona. I'm like, that's just queer. But go ahead, whatever, knock yourself out, knock yourself out.
Corona's just disgusting anyway. They shouldn't even sell it
Yeah.
in the
Right.
US.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mexico. Yeah, I don't
And
trust
sorry,
it.
Mikey, the only way to drink a Corona is to put a lime in it because it dumbs down the taste of the piss.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably. But a Bud Light, nope. Yuck, can't do it. It gives me the friggin'. I used to love Heffenreffers though.
Yeah. That's that German stuff.
Yeah. They get you in
Hey.
trouble real quick.
Yeah, if I'm just sitting around drinking beer, just drinking beer just to be drinking beer, it's gonna be Yingling or either Yingling's Black and Tan.
Boom. My man right there. The only problem is they don't sell Yingling in the state of New Hampshire.
Nope.
Oh, you're kidding?
Nope.
Huh.
Oh my god.
So I have to settle for Sam Adams, or my new one that I'm really, really liking is Switchback out of Vermont.
I'll have one.
Okay.
Give me some of those. Just give me
I'll
two
have to-
more.
I'll have to find somewhere around here where I can get the Black and Tans, before they get refrigerated,
Yep.
and ship you a case or something.
I'm not a huge Black and Tan fan, but just regular,
Just straight Yingling.
straight Yingling.
Hell yeah.
Anytime I go to New York, if I go up to Jefferson County where I was, which I may make another trip this year, go back catfishing again.
Mhm.
I usually come back with some Yingling and some Sackett's Harbor, which is local up there. War of 1812 ale. Oh, it's amazing. And
Okay.
to be honest with you, I think I still have a 6-pack of that I haven't put in the fridge yet.
Hey, Peanuts, that's what's going on.
You get it.
Rolling Rock.
I might need to find a fridge here pretty quick.
You get a kick out of this one. I mean,
you took one.
Yingling. I mean, just straight Yingling. It's good, and
Yeah.
it's usually not very expensive at all.
There's one
Right?
before
No, it's not. It's cheaper than Sam Adams.
that. I like Sam Adams.
We were at a restaurant. The other company I was working with, we were staying in Charleston. We were down there for a few months, and there was a restaurant kind of at the bottom of the hill from this really fancy ass motel condo type place they put us up in. It was a high end Italian joint. We went in there and we ordered our food, and I'm looking over the menu, and I'm seeing the bar menu, Yingling on tap. I'm like, dude, start with 3 of them. Just keep them coming. Because we knew it was raining then. It was going to be raining all day the next day. We knew he wasn't going to work, so we were all just going to get drunk. Finally, we called it a night. Over the course of that night, I think I had 10, maybe 12 of them. Because, like I say, we were literally walking across the parking lot to go back to the damn motel. No risk of losing my license there. The food bill for my plate was like $20, $25. Company's dime, didn't bother me none. The per diem money they gave us. The bar tab. Now remember, Yingling draft, okay, on tap. $50 fucking.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yingling,
we
Yingling
never.
on tap. You got to be like $4.50 a beer.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Buy a 6-pack for $10.
Yeah. That was the last night we ate or drank in that joint. Of course, we did find a little bar down there. It was literally right on the damn water. Little bamboo hut looking thing.
Yep.
Dude, we went down there again, knowing we were getting rained out the next day. And me and a buddy of mine, a boy that works with me now, matter of fact, he's one of our drivers.
I'm laughing at your brother. Hey,
Oh,
dude,
okay.
you rock here.
Yeah, dude's a cool. Dude, Gear's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Stump.
But that night at that little bamboo hut bar right there on the water,
Where's this?
dude, we were in Charleston.
Okay.
Dude, we literally passed out there drinking that night. All right. The little chick that ran the joint, I mean, she put fucking blankets over us. Shit, right? I mean, anyway. Now, the next morning, our tab for that place, the two of us together, our fucking bar tab wasn't even $50.
Right.
And I know we drank 5-6 gallons of fucking Yingling. Easy.
NH, when did you join the monastery?
I did. Just the hood, man.
Dude, you got the beard and the whole 9 yards.
All he's missing is a rope.
Okay?
Wrong
My uncle is a monk.
Thing is, right now, I'm not sure if you're joking or just shooting the shit or if you're dead honest.
Me? No, I'm dead honest. My uncle is a monk for St. Anselm. At St. Anselm Church in Manchester, New Hampshire, he's also a professor at the college, and he is Father John, Order of St. Benedict.
Wow,
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Funny, Saint Benedict, and they canonized Saint Benedict, right, to make him a saint. And then Benedict Arnold just killed that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saint Benedict, wasn't he the saint of lost causes or something like that?
I have no idea.
Not a clue. Who's Saint Benedict? Who's Saint Benedict? What's he a saint of? Oh, you stumped that Catholic school teacher.
Whoa!
Wow.
Hey!
Ding, 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 ding. I think you need a Reese's cup.
Yeah.
Sounds like a winner.
Huh?
All right, here we go.
Gear. He wrote Saint Benedict.
Benedict.
4 words. What?
Right now, Mike is explaining to his other half that since he stumped the Catholic school teacher,
Well,
she should share a Reese egg with him, and she's saying, "Fuck you, go to hell."
She did say they had the feast of Saint Benedict the other day, though.
Right.
Ooh, I don't want that. Close.
Is George still in the comments? He could probably answer that.
Oh, I asked George if you wanted to come in moons ago.
Okay, the feast day is July 11th. Patron of students in Europe.
Students in Europe.
He was said to be born around 480 and
July
died in 543, and he was canonized in 1220. He was sent to Rome in the 5th century. He was sent to Rome to finish his education.
Benedict.
ZPD says Benedict protect you from the devil.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 different orders of monks. There's the Order of Saint Benedict, there's the Frangelicans, and there's one other, and I don't know which one the other one is.
Sandy, rock on. Do what you got to do, sweetheart. We're here.
Right on.
And I mean, my uncle went to St. Anselm College. He graduated theology.
St. A's.
Yep, that's where I started off. I went to St. A's.
Oh.
He graduated with a bachelor's in theology, and then he became a monk, and then went and got his master's somewhere and got his PhD at Notre Dame, at the University of Notre Dame, and
wow.
Friday Irish.
Yep, that's why I'm a huge Notre Dame fan.
There you go.
Yep.
That's Rom.
And I'm pretty sure the school, if you look like with the professor, like they give you breakdowns of professors and stuff like that. All my uncle's information. He's written books on a whole bunch of stuff, and he's a published author, but it's all Catholicism related and stuff like that.
It'd actually be interesting to read.
I'm pretty sure you can just Google his name.
What?
It would come up. I know at least one of his books is on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, PhD from the University of Notre Dame, and I think he got it in medieval philosophy.
Oh wow.
I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's teaching right now, though.
Okay.
His last book, I'm pretty sure, The Joy of Advent was Saint Benedict. I actually read that book. Came out as an ebook on Kindle, but it's out in print edition now.
I wrote that down so I can check it out here later.
Went too damn fast.
Where'd driver run off to?
Oh,
That's who I was talking about. He left right in the middle of me saying goodbye.
he's like the wind.
Like the wind, like the trees in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Did you like that movie?
No.
I didn't even know it was a movie quote. I'm sorry.
Nell,
It's just emotion.
good
Who the
movie.
hell's Nell? Who the hell is Nell?
Oh, it's a great movie, dude.
Oh, that's the name of the movie. Is Nell?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, that movies is something I don't really do a whole lot of because there's a lot of people in movie theaters.
you. That's why they make DVDs, bro.
Yeah.
And Redbox, you don't even have to go in a store.
I can put a link in the internal, can I?
Yep.
Okay. That's the Amazon.
That's a heck of a link.
Yeah, the two that I really, really know of is A Lenten Journey with Jesus Christ
Yeah,
and
I know.
Saint Benedict,
Yeah,
and The Joy of Advent with Saint Benedict, and I'm pretty sure The Journey Through Lent with Saint Anselm was his too. There's another one. Some of his books are kind of expensive, textbooks. And I think I have both those books. I know I have The Lenten Journey, and I'm pretty sure I have The Joy of Advent.
Okay.
Yep. That's my uncle.
That's cool.
He lives. I mean, he lives down at the Abbey, and it's about an hour from me.
Okay.
I'll try it again. The external driver showed up out there.
He
Ah.
must have lost his video feed. It happened to him before, remember?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope his laptop didn't take a crap on him again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been having quite a bit of problems with it here lately.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I really hate to break up this party,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's gonna be up that hour.
Yeah, I need to break camp anyway. We got a shindig for my little brother's birthday tomorrow, and
Cool.
it's gonna be kind of a lengthy affair. Starts a little earlier than I think it should, but
Yeah, I got a birthday party tomorrow night myself. So
Awesome.
yeah, this
Listen,
one
I want to thank
kicks
everybody.
off at like 8. Go ahead. Sorry.
I want to thank everybody that came in on the panel tonight.
No, thank you.
Eric, thanks for coming in with us.
Thank you.
It's good to have you on. Eric was on with me quite a few times during the summer when we first started doing the Quagmire.
Ooh, I hear a train.
Where?
No, that was a time clock clicking at 1 a.m.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
And thanks for everybody out there. And again, Uncle Carl, I hope you liked it and enjoy your day.
Right on.
SKS, how are you? Sorry that we're leaving SKS. My bad. But we'll see you all. We'll see you all next week.
You guys take care.
Maybe sooner.
Yeah.
All right.